We got a bunch of trainers to battle before we get to... Oh, fucking hell, man. They got Quagsire, and they got Sandslash, both good ground types that Gross does nothing to.
Welcome to Mehcast, the alternative stream.
Who's welcome?
Why is the game frozen?
What game?
Because I declared so.
Link it, Alex.
Oh.
Link me.
Alrighty.
Poosh. Oh, this Quagsire doesn't have water absorb. Gouda.
Session TTS results.
Okay.
That's crazy, Misty Ash. Now let me have relations with this Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Gallandon, I know you've been looking forward to that one.
Oh no, I didn't need to hear that.
That's just crazy, Misty Ash.
Anyways, Ben,
You're
go
up.
ahead and start us with the topics.
Give me 1 second.
So we can get as far
Time's
away
up.
from whatever the fuck is going
Alright,
on
Next,
with Brock
the
right
first,
now.
Let me get my topics up and go. Oh, well, timer. Hang on, let me get my timer up and ready. All right, here we go. All right, first topic. Mario has Nintendo has finally shown off the new Mario movie in a new direct trailer.
Yep.
And it showed it was half good and half bad.
It was fucking excellent. I don't know what you're talking about.
I will. Oh no. Let me start.
Really
Time.
good.
I'm gonna step for. We're gonna talk about this for a while. I know we're gonna talk about this for 8 minutes. So let's talk about the best part of it. Bowser.
I'm gonna
as
talk
Jack
about the
Black.
best part of it, which was Bowser.
No,
Jack Black
we will
as
talk
Bowser.
about the first. We will talk about the first part, which had the excellent introduction of Bowser, and was quite genius on Nintendo's part to show that off first and foremost. Because
Yeah, I was
holy
gonna
shit!
say, like, they're selling
Jack-
Bowser hard, and Jack Black as
Yeah.
Bowser is perfect casting.
Yeah,
The
it's as
combined
perfect
energy-
casting as Jim. It's as perfect casting as Jim Carrey as Eggman.
And
Here's the-
now I
no-
have to ask, like, when are we getting that Mario v Sonic Dawn of Genesis? Or Super Genesis?
I mean, that would be
I was-
awful, but it will never happen.
The combined energy of Jim Carrey as Eggman and Jack Black as Bowser would threaten to tear our actual multiverse a new one.
I mean, have you seen what happened to the Archie universe after its Mega Man crossover? The Infinite Sonic multiverse was erased and reset. Imagine what a Mario and Sonic crossover would do.
Crisis on Infinite, Zones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back to the trailer. The voice acting
Is
for the
all
Magic
good.
Keyboard, I think, when we're
There's
all
no
great.
bad
It was all
aspects of
good.
it.
So far.
It was all good until we saw the worst part of it.
Which
Why?
was definitely Charlie Day as Luigi.
No, Charlie Day's actually good.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was about to say no. It's Chris Pratt as Mario.
Chris Pratt as Mario is
And,
really good. He sounds exactly like Captain Lou Albano did from
No,
the
he
Super
does
Mario
not.
Brothers
What
Super
are you
Show.
talking
Oh,
about?
and that's
He does not sound like him at all.
and that's my favorite aspect of it. And like I grew up with Captain Lou Albano as my Mario, and I'm
No, I am offended you would even compare him to the wonderful Lou as Mario. How dare you? How
Honestly,
dare you,
I'm-
sir? Where's the
honestly,
spray
I'm-
bottle?
I'll take
no.
a milk.
No,
honestly,
Chris
I'm-
Pratt.
that was Luigi.
Really annoyed that anybody even says that is going to be trash. Just even though we already had a Super Mario Brothers movie and nobody liked that
Okay,
one.
yeah. See, the problem is like
We
we have two lines. We have two lines for Mario. Oh, and that's really too early to make any kind of major judgment about the quality of the voice acting, unfortunately.
That's what I'm.
But it
That's what I'm
does
saying,
sound
though.
really
Is,
good.
though, like Bowser.
That's what I'm
Bowser
saying. Though, there's
has-
very
no,
few
no, let
lines
me-
to
let
go
me-
on. There's very few lines to go on to see if this movie will be any good or not. I mean, so far it looks really good, and from just a teaser. But people are already comparing this to the Super Mario Brothers movie from way back then when Bob Hoskins was Mario.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Which is
See,
canon. That's still
yeah,
canon.
yeah, like
I feel like it's gonna be like that.
Mario. And Luigi's.
I do want to say though, like, here's the thing though. We know Jack Black is perfect just from 3 lines alone, and Pratt's 2 lines were pretty poor, especially the last line he has in the trailer. It was not good at all. Genuinely,
you could barely hear what he said anyway, so I don't really know how we can judge his.
The issue is that Pratt doesn't have range.
Oh, he
really
has.
does.
Actually,
Here's the thing.
I'm surprised that Jack Black actually did a good job on this one, because whenever there's a Jack Black character, it's always Jack Black with a different skin. Like Brutal Legend was just Jack Black, but in medieval times. When Kung Fu Panda was just Jack Black but a panda. Jack. It's always Jack Black, but Jack Black, but that. This one, he actually sounds like he's trying to voice act hard for like a different character.
He does sound genuinely passionate. Pratt does not so far.
Granted, Kung Fu Panda still exists.
It's gotta be weird because Charlie Day, from the few lines we hear, he sounds like Luigi. Toad sounds like Toad.
No, Toad does not sound like Toad. Toad sounds terrible.
He sounds he sounds really close. Just without the, what's the growl.
Hey guys, wanna hear my voice all the time?
Yeah, I can understand why they didn't replicate 100%, but I thought the voice was way better with Pratt's. But, like, Pratt, like, I like the guy, right? I think he did some great roles. He's not a good Mario. And the thing
we don't know that yet, though. That was just a teaser.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me the most, though, is that they didn't bring back Charles.
Yeah, Charles Martinet is in the film, but he's not Mario, and that's the weird thing. Like, and while
I get the guy who's known as the Mario voice to be, the lead role and as Mario, but it's really weird that Hollywood is still really anal about their video game movies being
like, here's the thing though, like, the
casted
Mario,
by
the main
either
Mario,
fan casted actors. But I was just trying to say is that it's really weird that Hollywood is really anal about casting when it comes to their video game movies, because it's either because they ignore both the fan casting and the original casting as if either of them are going to be as if either of them are bad decisions. Like the fan casting, like fan casting. Okay, I get it. Some of them might have projects that they're busy with, or they don't see this as safe or worthwhile, so they skip town and don't want to be in the movie. Understand, there's a lot of reasons why they might not be able to, or just don't want to be in the movie. But then there's like people that had their likeness put in the game, or their voice is recognizable in the game, or these are actual celebrities that not only do real life but also digital characters. So it's kind of odd that they would remove Charles Martinet from like the key role. That's like removing Bruce Campbell from the Ash character. It's like, okay, you can do that, but why? Okay, he retired from physical acting, but he's still open to voice acting. But then you're like, oh yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get Ryan Reynolds as Ash. But why? He's still doing voice work. He's still open to the Ash character. He loves the Ash character. I don't know. It doesn't matter to us. This guy's more recognizable.
My issue is that... My issue... what was my... it's lost in my head now. Fuck. Give me a moment. It'll come back to me.
Should we unlock the inside of Ben's head to find out what it was?
Sure.
No, you're gonna distract me. You're gonna distract me.
See, like, I don't like, what's his name? Chris Redfield as Sonic. But...
Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah, Roger Craig Smith. I don't like Roger Craig Smith as Sonic, but I thought it was kind of weird that they didn't get him to do Sonic in the movie.
I mean, I'm gonna give my take on that, because I kind of see why, because Sonic always had a different voice actor, and the thing that makes the Sonic movie less egregious, like if they didn't get a big recognizable name, like let's say Ryan Reynolds, for example, they got like a smaller name that was known for a lot of anime.
Well, you know, Chris
shows,
Pratt was supposed to voice Sonic anyways, so that like Chris Pratt was at various at various points in time, Sonic was considered to be voiced by Chris Pratt, and Donut Lord was supposed to be played by Chris Pratt. So imagine now that like Sonic
he'd be talking to himself.
Yeah, Sonic is both played by Chris Pratt and his human sidekick is Chris Pratt, and then Chris Pratt goes on to be Mario.
My issue, yeah, like with the Sonic movie, they didn't get
Eggman,
like a
I'm taking your shit.
They got
this is
a
an egg
smaller
jacking.
guy, and he did phenomenally well as Sonic. Like he's proven that he could be a phenomenal Sonic. With the Mario movie, it's just about the big star name. Oh, we got Chris Pratt. He's a big star. It's not about the talent. It's about the name.
Well, I mean, once upon a time, Chris Pratt used to be somewhat portly.
Yeah. And then,
I like the guy. I'm sure he only took the
I do have to say,
didn't take the project out of malice. I'm sure he didn't take it out of malice, but like, he is not a good Mario.
Now, I have to go on to say, I love the Mario design. I think the Mario design looks pretty good, but it's got a little bit
iffy. It looks off.
It's got a little bit
awful.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of here and there that I think is kind of strange, but it's not like some people were saying. Some people on this panel were saying that it was ugly Sonic bad, and I have to say that's not true at all.
Movie Sonic though, ugly movie Sonic.
Originally, but after seeing it in motion, like I still don't think it's good, but it's not bad. It's
ugly movie Sonic. Bad movie Sonic don't go. Oh my god.
The voice I would consider to be as bad, but I mean, we'll see.
Versus E.T.
Maybe it'll send Pratt back to the voting booth to do it again. Maybe it's just a bad direction on his voice because they don't know how to do it.
Or they might have just taken out a random clip for the trailer, because they'll do stuff like that, because random clips just show up in trailers that aren't actually in the movie.
No.
Yeah, that always annoys me.
You'll see things where they have like a completely different take in the actual film.
I hope so. Like, I still think they should have gotten Charles. I don't mind recasting everyone else. Just keep Charles. It just feels an insult to his name. Or
Tara Strong actually got pissed about
Mario.
that.
Yeah, Tara Strong was irritated about it, and I think the last person I'd want to be advocating for me is Tara Strong. But at the very least,
especially after that Uber driver incident.
Yeah, at the very least, you know what? She didn't get recast in the My Little Pony movie.
Well,
that's
technically
weird.
not.
Although
technically she didn't get recasted, she still played Twilight Sparkle. From what I've seen, the new My Little Pony series takes place into like a far, far future.
Yes, that show does not matter. Nobody cares.
I didn't even know there was a new show.
It is a soulless piece of 3D cash-in. Also, I'd like to go back to the Mario film though and say, hey, like, look at that animation. Imagine saying that the company that like Illumination, the company that made friggin' Sing, would go on to do something as detailed as the Mario movie.
To be fair, they've always been good with their backgrounds. Look at the lore.
They have. Like, they're good at animation.
Well, they've always went for this this lame ass motion blur as opposed to like
semi-realistic look.
Yeah, and now they're like they've gone the whole 9 yards, you know.
To be fair, they probably did so because they have no choice.
Well,
Nintendo is over their neck.
Nintendo wasn't gonna take anything less, and I can't blame them.
And meanwhile, Bowser's just standing here.
I feel like the only concession to Nintendo having full power is that Illumination gets choices on the voices. Nintendo's like, fine, but we're getting everything else. My friend did say that he believes that the movie's only being made because it was a deal with Universal. Like, hey, We'll let you make your park in our Universal parks.
But we have to make your Mario movie.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Hi,
Fine,
God,
but
Zap.
we're not get control over that. Fine, but we get to pick the voice actors. Fine, but we get everything else. That would make sense to me, honestly, but who knows? That's just speculation. I think, to end this topic off, I think we can agree that Jack Black is going to carry this entire film.
Absolutely.
His
But
back's going to hurt.
you know what
I respect
you
the
know
man,
what we
I
need?
respect him, I respect the man, but that can't be healthy for him, for his back.
Mario v Sonic: Dawn of Genesis or Super Genesis.
Okay, speaking of video game movies, we finally get details on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yes.
There's a 5 minutes of footage.
So we get 3 details. Like just Jason Bloom posted one tweet with 3 details. The first is that the Jim Henson Creature Shop is working on the animatronics.
Yeah, that automatically
The second is Emma
bumps it up a bunch of notches in my book.
Oh, yeah.
The second thing is that Emmy Tamai is their director for the film.
Oh.
And filming for the FNAF movie starts in February 2023. I'll start the timer for this. Give me one moment.
All right.
What's our thoughts on this?
Do they actually have Willem Dafoe as what's his name?
We don't know. There's no cast announcement yet.
Oh, Sonic got a Super Emerald.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this because this could be really good.
Or it
And
could
the
be bad.
director was the director's weird. Like they only worked on a few projects that were like mixedly received, but apparently it was hand chosen by Scott Cawthon himself.
Well,
after
at
meeting
least
with her.
Scott got to actually have something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you
Well-
can't hardly argue with like hand-picked by the creator, although people certainly fucking did about Ghost in the Shell.
There was an interview I
Wait,
lost.
I still don't get
wait,
why
who
people
picked-
bitch about that movie.
Who picked Scarlett Johansson?
The creator of Ghost in the Shell.
What was the guy's name?
I don't remember, but he like explicitly said that like when the movie gets made, I want Scarlett Johansson for the role of the Major.
Yes, and he was.
I didn't know that.
And
I'm
people
guessing he was-
still,
That happened.
people bitched and moaned and whined at Lionsgate about the whitewashing thing, and it's like
Well, you can't really say they're whitewashing because it's a fucking robot.
Oh yeah. First off, the Major is
And
a
plus,
robot,
even
and
the-
second,
And plus, even the Japanese people were like, "Oh, she looks like her, so that's fine."
yep, that was the whole point.
Yeah, that's another thing that got really irritated by. The Japanese were really in on it, but because it's normies that are watching this fucking movie, they got all pissy.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on again? I'm like part of the voice chat, but I'm also having to like text people at the same time.
No, we're
It's
talking
this-
about we're talking
FNAF.
we
I
were
need to
talking
get
about the
back to that.
FNAF movie, and now we're talking about like Ghost in the Shell.
Let me talk about the FNAF. We need to go back to that. So I'm looking at the comment. I found it. So Scott Cawthon commented that he was impressed by Cammy's vision for the FNAF movie. He said, "I felt she had a great understanding of the franchise and really felt that she could craft something that would please the fan base and keep people on the edge of their seats," which is really good. Really, really good. Now this film, I don't know if any of you know this, but this film's had a rough patch. Like, it was originally at Warner Brothers, right? It was originally at Warner Brothers, had some director, I forget his name. It got canceled because Scott Cawthon and Warner Brothers kept disagreeing on stuff. It went to Blumhouse. It was given to 2 directors. Oh wait, no, it wasn't 2 directors. It was the Harry Potter guy, the director Chris Columbus, and then he left.
Chris Columbus
Warner
was the
Brothers
only
direct-
good director to do a Harry Potter film. Changed my mind.
Oof.
Everybody
So,
else was
okay,
either
so-
not fighting hard enough for corporate hacks or the Ryan Johnson of Harry Potter.
Which one was
The
that?
original director was Gil Kenan.
The guy who Alfonso Cuarón. Alfonso Cuarón did the 3rd one. That was a disaster upon mankind.
How is it
Yeah,
how is Prisoner of Azkaban a disaster?
Because it's more Alfonso Cuarón's idea of a film than it is like an actual adaptation. Like, he put what he wanted before for the film being, like, consistent with the previous installations.
But yeah, we're about to run out of time on this topic, but yeah, the FNAF movie is going to be no release date. It's going to start filming. I think it's going to be really good, just based off what's being said and what's being done.
Well, Jim Henson Creature Shop, it's gonna, like, at the very least, the creatures.
I'm a little worried about the movie because we already. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the movie because technically we already got one. It's called Willy's Wonderland.
I was gonna say,
I'm really, it's because of that movie that I'm really worried about the movie, doing any good or release or even decent, not only in the box office but also digitally and physically.
Here's the thing, I need to speak up facts on this. You want to know what Funko's best-selling franchise is? Or at least the franchise that sells the most? Yes. It is their best, without debate. To this day, there is still a huge fucking audience for FNAF. And if you make a good FNAF movie, they're all gonna show up. It will make millions of dollars. A shit ton of money.
Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, billions of dollars.
Even if it's bad, it's still gonna make a decent amount of money just due to how much money it makes. How
is Gonzab Skarmory the stubborn?
I don't know about that, man, because a bad movie is still a bad movie. There are some, like, so bad it's good movies, like, sure, but there's, outright bad movies, and they still didn't make money.
Bad movies have made money before. Disney has proven that.
Yeah, and I'll say that with the quality of work that the Creature Shop puts in, and this isn't gonna be like a regular bad movie. This is gonna be like, it'll be a B movie at worst. It'll have heart and soul and effort being put into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the worst.
That's the thing.
Comes to and it will have like an identity crisis.
No, I don't agree, because there's so much. There's clearly a ton of passion from everyone who's involved in it, from the Bloomhouse company to Scott Coffey to even the director. There's a lot of passion thrown in there, and as Dunn said, at worst, it's gotta be a B movie.
At worst, well, no. At best, it's going to be a B movie because, at worst, there's probably going to be too many things that are in the movie.
They're doing it simple though.
Because
they're not really doing
I feel like. Well, it's like this. With Five Nights at Freddy's, there's been creepypastas, there's been like dramatic retellings, fan games that were scary. There have been like comedy comics. Well, yeah, they do though. There's comedy comics. There's like comedy skits.
The fan made one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. There's a lot. That's what I'm saying though. There's a lot of like interpretations you can make with Five Nights at Freddy's. I feel like too much comedy might kill it, too much scary stuff might kill it, too much mystery might kill it. I feel like if they're not careful, they might add too much of either one thing or everything, and it could ruin the movie. Because Five Nights at Freddy's,
honestly,
I understand your concern in that regard, but it's not really it's not really an issue that much, I think. Because
it's not like a Mortal Kombat movie, because
that's not comparable.
Like I said, at the
it's a fighting game, and there's like a fighting tournament. This one's simple. Like, sure, you can make comedy out of it, but at the end of the day, it's still a gruesome fighting tournament. Five Nights at Freddy's, on the other hand, there's like a lot to interpret because the animatronics are so bad in 3D. You could probably make like some comedy shit.
See, the first thing I think you do for a Five Nights at Freddy's movie is you start it off as kind of like this mundane, like workaday thing with the security guard, and it's like oh, there's nothing really going on here, so he's like, his security guard's just like kind of messing around, and it's not hard to make a Five Nights at Freddy's film good. It's hard to make it really, really bad, because you have to go to so much effort to mess up that formula, because like, the game starts off pretty similar to how the movie should, that it suckers you in with like oh, this is just gonna be like a normal job, just kind of a weird thing, and then all of a sudden you're oh, you see the animatronics moving around, and it's like, oh, okay, they're not, there's nothing wrong with these. These are just like kind of goofy and lame. Hey, I'll just keep the doors closed, and then, you can like kind of add to the formula a little bit by like having whoever the guard character is, like having to actively flee from the monsters, you know? Oh, it's not. You turn it into kind of like a Resident Evil 3 situation, you know?
Right, but there's another thing I'm worried about, and that's if it's not the people who are working on it being passionate that might screw it up. There's like the top that I'm worried might screw it up, and that's like Hollywood.
Okay, who's doing the distribution for this film?
That's exactly why Warner Brothers lost it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like Warner Brothers is the studio to mess everything up, and if Warner Brothers isn't involved, I'm a little bit less concerned. Like Warner Brothers or Disney, as long as they're not involved, as long as it's like Blumhouse or somebody like that, I don't think Jason Blum is that big of a is as much of a massive interferer as somebody like Disney or Warner would be.
He really isn't. He gives his creators a lot of freedom, and that is why Scott chose him, because Jason sees what Scott wants to do and supports that. That's why he spent so long looking for a director. Like, that's why they never shut down the project despite months and months and months not finding someone. Because they want to have that vision shown. They don't care about the Hollywood aspect. They care about the product first and foremost. Even if it bombs, it's still a win for them because they got it out there. Like, they got that vision out. Like, I mean, they made bad films before, but even those had some kind of.
Blumhouse has made both like bad films that made money, and good films that have flopped, and they ultimately, you know, like with their formula in mind, it's not going to be that big of a. It's not going to be that big of a flop, you know.
Yeah.
Because they don't put a whole lot of money into everything. They make like, rather than Blumhouse is like the last studio putting in and like, okay, we're gonna put a little bit of money into this, a little bit of money into that, a little bit of money into that, and rather than trying to push giant tentpole films, you know.
Good points, but I'm still a little paranoid. Hey, maybe I'll be wrong the moment the trailer comes out, but until I see the trailer, I'm gonna be a little bit paranoid.
Just, you know, at the very least, we'll get some nice animatronics from the Creature Shop, you know?
Let's
now for next topic.
Oh, that's, I don't think, like I said, Creature Shop never puts in bad work. I don't think they ever have.
But, you know, anything could happen.
They never.
You know?
Even in that weird adult Muppet film, that was good work. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm not saying that movie failed because of the Muppets. The Muppets were clearly what stole the show.
I didn't say that was the reason.
No, I get it. I know you didn't say it, but I'm just saying.
That was just a bad
film. We know it was that.
Oh, you're talking about the Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, Happy Time Murders.
I didn't know Creature Shop worked on that.
They did.
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah. That was bad.
You know what they should have done? They should have gotten.
Holy shit! It worked.
They should have gotten.
Why did you use Master Ball on family?
Who's Lord and Miller? They should have gotten Lord and Miller to make that.
Oh, just use. Go to the next topic. It's we need to go to the next topic. All right. So next up, another movie. Ader Cut. So, several days ago, you know the release the Ader Cut
the Ader Cut,
account? Yeah, so Admin1 tweeted out, I had the honor of being shown the quote-unquote the cut by David Ayer. No BS. 2 hours and 23 minutes was incredible. A totally different story. Forget the theatrical version. This movie has a deeper message. And this was confirmed by David Ayer, who quote-tweeted and with the gift that said, facts.
Yep.
And now it seems the movie will be heading towards, or will be shown to Warner Brothers Discovery on November 5th, which is where a fan event will also take place.
He doesn't.
The movie greenlights.
He didn't see the glitch.
I'm gonna start
What
timer.
glitch? Kevin, what are you talking about?
Hold on. Before we get into this, I used an exploitable glitch in this game. I swapped the placement of the Master Ball once I selected it. It's so that it wouldn't be used. So basically, it was like it was never used to begin with, even though it was.
Kind of like the bottle glitch in Wind Waker.
Or trying to think. The up item, the item glitch in Final Fantasy III for the DS.
I may have to consider streaming the PC version of that game one of these days.
You should just stream the NES version. It's much better. I'm not kidding. The DS, PSP, etc. version, that one's awful.
Alex, let me explain.
What?
The NES version is heavily outdated.
Yeah, but it's still better than the DS version.
How and what way?
Well, for one thing, I think it has like stuff the DS version took out.
Which are?
I can't remember exactly, but it's like I remember like playing the DS version first, and then going back and playing the NES version, and thinking that the NES version, it was like.
Did you play the PC version after that?
No, the PC version is the same as the DS version.
Of what game?
Final Fantasy III.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oddly enough, I'm always hearing a lot of people say that the PC version is actually better.
I'm sure the PC version probably has what was taken out of the NES version. Plus, you can mod that, Alex.
I don't know.
Do you mind if we start the next topic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
let's start
David
it.
here, let's talk about that. This is probably going to get re-released, isn't it?
God, I hope so. Like, we have been waiting for this for too long.
I know the admins have been saying to support the movement on the 5th to try and push that. Because the more people there are tweeting about that day, the more ammo David Ader has to use in favor of getting it released. Kind of like with Snyder, what happened with him.
Yep.
Apparently they've seen it already and do like it. And they do want to see the reaction of fans on that day. So it's gotta be very interesting. I do think it's going to get released, honestly. The fact that it's being shown off to fans, or at least a very small amount of fans, is kind of a big tell, right?
Yeah. And, oh yeah, and allegedly, on a similar note, allegedly, Justice Gray is going to be released in a steelbook version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. As if I didn't already have enough copies of this fucking movie.
Alex, you have every copy imaginable of Top Gun.
Yes, I know.
I have never seen you simp for a movie that hard. Since then.
Highlander.
I don't think we have enough.
Transformers the movie.
I don't think we have anything else.
Why?
I don't think we have.
Oh right, the 80s Transformers.
Yes,
movie?
Transformers the movie, not
No.
the 2000.
No, Alex, you have to say the full title of the movie.
Oh yeah, The Transformers the movie.
Parallel titles. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. So Nick, the lawyer, the big
Nick
guy,
Rekieta.
he was banned off YouTube, and then he was
came back.
unbanned. But then during his ban, he made a shit ton of money on Rumble, so he's retreating to Rumble, and will stream there indefinitely.
Yeah, that was Keffels related too.
He's a bitch.
Yeah, Keffels, I assume mass flagged them, and YouTube realized, oh wait, shit, you didn't break to us. We're gonna unban
for
you.
that.
Yep.
This is also like right as we were. This is the same week that a bunch of other people were having trouble. Like, this is the same week we had trouble. This is the same week I think a bunch of other people had trouble on YouTube. It was just, like,
a mess.
Big trouble in little YouTube.
And it doesn't even compare to what's happening at Twitch, which has been burning down. We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Dear God.
It also has to do with Keffels.
No.
No, not really.
Yeah. Kinda.
TwitchCon has nothing to do with Keffels, unless Keffels is responsible for the foam pit.
Actually, what happened was, why I say that is because
we'll talk about the foam pit. We'll talk about that later.
Keffels has been reported to go up to Destiny's girlfriend or wife or something and said, you know, keep your guy in line or else I'm gonna get him banned.
Keffels is losing so much power. She's honestly desperate. So fucking desperate.
The fact that she thinks that she has that much power is mind-boggling to me. And the fact that she's blaming everything on Kiwi Farms, too.
Remember that old Gamergate is responsible for everything cartoon? Just
replace pretty much the same thing, yeah. God damn, Keffels is a grown-ass... I can't say man, because that'd be transphobic.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, how dare we?
Alright. I think that's all we have to say, so I'm gonna go on to the next topic. And this is precisely why I gave
Although I will say a bunch of people... A bunch of people
Keffels, if you're hearing this, you can suck my dick.
A bunch of people who used to be Nick's friends are bitching about the fact that he's back, including the Rage Pig himself, Ethan Ralph.
Why?
Backstabbers. That's all there is to it.
Hey, Houndoom is a shadow Pokemon.
He was talking about how the shyster lawyer finally got his due, and then Nick got his channel back, and Ethan quieted up pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we need to go to the next topic. I'm running out of time. Okay, so this is why I gave up on She-Hulk. So you guys remember Doomcock?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Disney made him the villain of She-Hulk.
Yeah. So the YouTuber Dictor Van Doomcock.
Who made
Overlord DVD? So
who was the show?
Okay, so there's a YouTuber whose full YouTube name is Dictor Van Doomcock, and his YouTube avatar, from days when that was a thing that happened, is a plastic mask that kind of looks like Dr. Doom.
And his YouTube channel is about reporting rumors and reports from Disney and other companies.
Yeah, and talking about media stuff.
His like 25% of his videos come true. So the fact that Disney got pissed off at a guy who simply reports on rumors and made him the villain of their show is one of the funniest, embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Among the other embarrassing things on that show.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Well,
for
let's, there's all,
You made Daredevil, you have the walk of shame. That is
Daredevil walk of shame, the She-Hulk sex tape leaking, and
that was so...
And not Doomcock being related to that.
Don't you love it that there's still... Don't you love it that they're trying to make an empowering female character, strong and independent, and her biggest villain is not Dr. Doom, is not the Red Skull, it's not the Tornado, it's not Galactus, it's
Dr. Doomcock.
It's like She-Hulk on the internet.
Yeah, it's a guy, it's a YouTube reviewer.
Dude,
sorry.
The worst part of this show is its fucking hypocrisy. This is a very hypocritical show.
Yeah.
Like, I shit you not. Like, they'll go like, oh, but sexualizing her is bad, and then go on next scene to sexualize her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very hypocritical show, and I gave up on it because I couldn't watch it anymore.
Maybe if you don't want to be catcalled on the street, don't dance like a hoe.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, let's go to the next topic. Let's try and
You're
blast through.
complaining.
Alright, Bayonetta 3, the voice actress for Bayonetta has been shifted to Jennifer Hale. Due to overlapping circumstances, but some fans don't believe that and still believe the voice actress for Bayonetta is in a secret role, and that the current Bayonetta is not actually Bayonetta, but the little girl from the first game.
I
What do we
believe
think about
that.
that, though?
If they were, that is the kind of fast one that game would pull.
It's a risky move, but it
It'd
could
be
very
kind
well
of like
pay off.
a Metal Gear Solid 2, you know?
Yeah. I hope that's true because the voice actress for Bayonetta, Helen Taylor, she's not even a voice actress, but she blows it out of the park. For like a non-voice actor, she's phenomenal at the role. So it would be a shame if she wasn't in the game at all.
She's been in Bayonetta, Bayonetta 2, and Bayonetta Bloody Fate.
And that's it. Oh, and that one game they did, what was it called?
Oh yeah, 8-bit Bayonetta.
No,
There was an 8-bit Bayonetta?
There's that,
Anarchy Reigns.
Oh yeah, Anarchy Reigns.
And then was that
Bayonetta in that.
It was actually a special guest character for the 360 version, which is not that common.
Yeah.
Ow.
But yeah, it's interesting because she's not really a voice actor. She's only ever been on anything Bayonetta. She did a few
Hellsing
things
Ultimate?
before that, but
Yeah, I was gonna say Hellsing Ultimate.
I was just about to say that she was in a few things, but she wasn't in much besides that. Like there was Rod the TV in 2004, Hellsing Ultimate in 2006, the Golden Compass video game, and then Vanarchy Profile, and that was it until Bayonetta, and that's all she's ever been in since, just Bayonetta. But yeah, I hope she's in the game. It would be a shame if she isn't. I do think that they're pulling a fast one, but I guess we'll see. Now on to the next topic, our first political topic. This is kind of a big deal. The feds see a chargeable tax gun purchase case against Hunter Biden. Trump-appointed U.S. attorney will decide if charges are brought against Hunter.
That's a shame.
That's gotta be interesting.
Oh, by the way, epic boss battle music.
I don't have much else to
There
say
is
about
none.
this. I just
Yeah.
want to see what this turns into. You
It's
know?
interesting because MSN has started to turn on Biden a bit, so maybe
Yeah.
the tides are turning against
On
Biden
my
on this. But at
screen.
the same time, you could also say that this is Harris trying to take over, which is terrifying.
Is that Sephiroth?
That's NASCAR.
Harris is Sephiroth.
Okay.
By the way, there's no boss battle music. It's just the crowd cheering and the battle sound effects.
Hear the roar
That's
of
how
the crowd.
epic this battle is.
Stomp your feet to the ground.
Okay.
Give it all.
I want to go on the next one. I want to go on the next one because it's really funny. So Nier has come to Switch, and there are two statements by its creator and director, and it's really funny. I want to read this to you guys. So the first message is, "Greetings, this is Yoko Taro, creative director for the Nier series. That we were able to release Nier on the Switch was entirely down to the fans who have supported us, and I have nothing but gratitude towards all of you, and I have a message for you now. If you are reading this, it means that I've already been sent to a factory deep underground. This factory houses a large number of kidnapped game creators who are being subject to punishing forced labor, and I am unable to escape. The whole evil plot is being orchestrated by Square Enix. They were previously being run by a cruel and diabolical management team, but introduced a new AI system to improve efficiency around 6 months ago. The system then made the management team, no, I can hear footsteps at the door. There's no time. Everyone, run while you still can." End of message.
Oh, that man is an absolute legend.
Yes.
And then the second message is, "Hello there, this is Nier series producer Yosuke, thanks to all the fans who have always supported us. We have managed to release Nier for the Nintendo Switch. Thank you so much to everyone. I would also like to announce that we have succeeded in developing an AI to allow Yoko Taro to work on new games without getting boggled down. This was thanks to the calls of support from all the people out there who want to play new Yoko Taro games. Look forward to the new stuff coming from Yoko Taro.
That guy knows how to stir the pot.
Yep.
That's so good. Okay, next topic. Done. You know more about this, so I'm gonna read it. You can explain the context. SNL stole some guy's video.
Okay, yeah. So there's this guy on YouTube who makes these little sketches about things. And one of the sketches he made was about a Charmin bear not wanting him to go into the mascot business. And SNL made a suspiciously similar sketch.
Wow, SNL really is out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like he said, oh, you know,
Alright,
it's
creatively
probably
bankrupt for years.
Yeah, it's probably just, you know, they probably just came up with the same idea. I wouldn't be as charitable to them because, like, SNL writers are not
Lazy.
Yeah, they're not creative enough to come up with this kind of thing on their own, I don't think. Like yeah, you can come up with different ideas completely independently, and I've had this happen before, where something I've come up with and never told anybody about and never done anything with shows up on TV somewhere, and it's freaky. But then you have, like, modern SNL writers who are terminally online and constantly stealing jokes from the internet.
Yep.
Like the fact that, like, major Hollywood writers have stolen jokes from like, Martin Billany and Team 4 Star. Like,
they have?
Yeah, like, I've seen this in comedy films lately, you know, where there's, like, just straight-up jokes lifted from Dragon Ball Z Abridged and Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Sometimes even from One Piece. And,
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, SNL's just... There's nothing else to say. It doesn't surprise anyone, I don't think.
Not really.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the next topic. I want to speed through a few of these before I disappear. So first one, Steam Deck is now able to buy without any reservations, which is pretty damn good. The dock station orders have opened up, so now you can order a dock for the Steam Deck. And they released a trailer to celebrate these two things, and they fucked up. So you're gonna get kicked out of this gun, especially. So when they were showing the games list, guess what one of the apps they showed was?
The Switch emulator.
Yes.
Correct! They showed the Switch emulator by complete mistake. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. They delayed the trailer after and placed the app Portal 2, but it's still really funny to me that they showed the Switch emulator. An accidental act of self-awareness. Yeah, do we have any comment or no?
Nah.
I think it's hilarious.
Alex,
yeah.
I want you to look at the stream. It was
Alright.
the bear the whole time.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Alright, let me read this. So this is kind of a desperate attempt by Biden to get voters. So he wrote I don't know if he has done this yet or has, but he's writing an executive order to pardon thousands of people who are convicted of simple pot possession. And he's also
And those people do not include the people come Harris in prison.
Biden is also moving to potentially remove marijuana as a Schedule 1 drug. He's only doing this for the midterms. Only doing this for the midterms.
And then when the midterms are over, he's probably going to go back to not giving a shit because, might remind everybody, he's the person who wrote the laws that got those people there in the first place.
Yep. Which makes it ironic considering that his vice president was known for locking people up for said charges and keeping them in jail longer than they were supposed to be to do free labor.
Yep.
And they were cheering her. There were people.
Yay, slavery! Woo! That's what they say.
Fucking kill me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Salamence has Dragon Dance. This can only end so well.
Yeah, move on to the next topic then before I get too riled up. And
here's a good one. Choo Choo Charles comes out in December.
What the fuck is that?
You don't know what that is?
Choo Choo Charles is actually a horror survival game where you're trying to escape from a monster
Thomas
train.
the Tank Engine?
Actually, yeah, if you want to put it that way, that's pretty accurate.
Yep, it's a spider train. A train with spider legs, horrifying chases after you in an open world survival game. We have to collect supplies.
You have to keep modifying your train and getting upgrades for your train so you get away from it faster, and you would also have to keep looking around for like clues and like people to talk to know more about this ghost train thing.
Yeah. There's like occultists, there's like survivors you can find. The main objective of the game is to upgrade your train enough to kill him. That is the main objective.
Do we hear Ozzy Osbourne playing in the background as this is happening?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna send you a trailer for this, and I want you to watch it. This game looks fun. Like, it was made by one single person, and it looks great. But yeah, next topic. Alright, so, Dead Space. Okay. So, Dead Space's reboot trailer was shown. Well, not reboot, remake was revealed. And it looks pretty good, but it's being released in January, which makes me think that they're trying to sabotage the other Dead Space reboot that's coming out by the devs, the original devs. I forget what the name is called.
Probably something like
Red Space?
No,
Red Space.
What was it called?
Red Space.
Hang on.
Red Space is my house.
Hang on, I need to find the game. No, that's not what I wanted. What is it called? It's made by the guys who made Dead Space, and it's coming out soon. Oh, the Catalyst Protocol. That's what it's called. That's coming out in December, and new Dead Space remake's coming in January. There's also something weird with the pricing of the game. So, the game on Steam is $60. On Steam.
Okay.
And on consoles, like PS5 and Xbox Series X, it is $70.
Yeah, that's strange. That doesn't make any sense.
And if you have EA Play, it's $63 on consoles.
Go die in a fire, EA.
There's some good news. The Steam version will no longer require a launcher to EA Play or Origins.
Oh,
good.
Also, I believe it's also DRM free, but I can't confirm that yet. But I do believe that.
I mean, I would be incredibly surprised if EA did anything remotely decent.
I know. Also, Origin is dead officially.
Huh. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, they have killed Origin and replaced it with EA Play, so all your games will be transferred over there.
Okay. Are they gonna let me transfer over all the free games I got from them?
All games should be transferred from what I...
Here's what I'm concerned about with Origin shutting down. What about the games that require you to link up to Origin to get free bonuses?
That's a good question. I think it'll be moved over to EA Plays, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, that is a good and valid question, though. I just don't know much about EA Plays to give, like, full-on confirmation. I just hope it allows you to play the games offline, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, on to the next one. What do I want to talk about next? Oh, Twitch Kong. I'll do this one and then I have to head out. Done. I guess you can finish the rest.
All right.
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do one more topic, then I need to head out. So you can finish the rest. One of you can. In news and topics, there's a list that you can follow. So I'm gonna finish this particular one, and then that would be it. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So Twitch Kong has been a fucking nightmare of epic proportions. Like, holy shit, there's a whole fucking Twitter thread talking about how much of a disaster it's been when people in wheelchairs getting completely screwed over by everyone else, to the fucking foam pit, to the Twitch Kong's own fucking incompetence.
Well, their first rules were, like, no streaming. Like, you can't live stream your TwitchCon experience. And that's like...
What the fuck?
Why are you not...
Yeah.
What's going on here? What is our deal? What is this? You know?
What is this?
Like,
Yeah,
what even is
there's,
this? That's the question. This is a Twitch convention. Why are people not allowed to stream?
Right.
Yeah, it gets really weird because they also had this foam pit.
Yeah.
And they had people jumping
It wasn't
into it, but there was
Twitch foam pit, I have to clarify. It was an Intel foam pit. So the company Intel that makes the CPUs, they made this foam pit, and it was like 2 feet deep, containing not particularly soft foam blocks. And I think by my count, 3 or 4 people have been injured from the foam pit, including
the worst
spinal
injury
and
was
knee
from
injuries. Adriana.
Yeah, the worst Adriana. Her injury was the worst. Yeah, her injury was the worst. She said, I'm gonna quote her on this, well, I broke my back in 2 places and I'm getting surgery to put a meteor rod in for support today. Send your support when it rains, of course. I am definitely feeling the rain right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Her last tweet was 10 hours ago. She said, last night was horrible. The pain I had felt like I would rather die. This is gonna suck. I feel horrible for her.
Hope I beat the final boss of the game.
I hope you use Intel or Twitch.
Oh god, I hope so. Because that was like that was not up to safety regulations of any kind. Like, Twitch should have gone by and checked and said, okay, you can't do this, you know?
Yeah. Well, what makes it a little worse is that they signed a waiver before they did anything.
The waiver doesn't matter.
I did research. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Especially in California, there are laws in California that actually do prevent the abuse of the waivers. Surprisingly, they do not matter. If you get hurt like this, you can fucking sue them into the ground if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So
and out of nowhere, Ho-Oh takes out the helicopter.
I know Twitch didn't make the foam pit, but they kept it open. They didn't close it until like 4 or 5 people got injured. They should have shut it down when 1 person got injured. They kept it going for no reason. So yeah, that's gotta be the end of me for tonight. So the remaining topics we have are Blizzard, Brazil, BTFO, Sony, CG Project Red reveals a bunch of stuff. The Digimon
what I was saying
Remaster,
is that ultimately, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they signed a waiver or not, because, like, there is a representation of that place being safe. Like they were like playing games and stuff in there, or like oh, they're like playing like sort of pseudo-American Gladiator kind of thing, and like when Adriana won, she jumped off the top block and fell down in, and like is supposed to be safe, and like the fact that you know she fractured her spine in 2 places is kind of absurd, you know?
Agreed. I think we're all in agreement on that. Also, this is out of nowhere, but a Hunter x Hunter is coming back on October 24th.
Coming back from its hiatus.
Yeah. Also, okay, I just saw this. So you guys know the Shadow Project Edgar Wright from DreamWorks?
You mean Edgar Wright, the director of Shaun of the Dead?
Oh wait, hang on. Nah, that's wrong. Never mind.
Well, I just beat the main game of Pokemon Coliseum, and I will have to be doing the post game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I gotta catch all the remaining Shadow Pokemon, and then I'll be done. I also gotta purify them.
You guys have a few topics to go, so should I read the topics you have left before I disappear?
Sure, read one last one.
No, I mean like all ones you guys need to do before I go.
Sure.
So you have Brazil, BTFO, Sony, CD Projekt Red reveals, the Digimon Dub Remaster, and then the last 4 topics on this list, which include TJ Miller, the CEO of US Election Software, Wonder Woman 3 script, and new Spider-Man in Matterweb. And that's it for me. So you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so TJ Miller said that he's probably never going to work in Deadpool 3 rather. And it's like nobody...
I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yep. And it's like, okay, nobody... After all the shit you've done on, like, the actual criminal charges he's you know, had nobody probably wants to work with you anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, nothing against TJ Miller or as an actor, but, like, I don't... Like, his role in Deadpool was, like, the best thing I'd ever seen him in. And I never liked his roles otherwise, you know? And, you know, the fact that he was... I can't remember what all he did. If there was, like, some of the shit he was doing was, like... It wasn't something small. It wasn't something simple, you know? It was, like whatever it was, because there was, like, actual criminal charges against him, you know?
So how's everybody's night right now?
Yeah, it's alright.
Well, I've recently used my Master Ball exploits, the technique.
Oh. Woohoo!
Which, by the way, snagged me the last few Shadow Pokemon because I was getting a little annoyed. I still gotta catch a Delibird, the Bayleaf, and Croconaw, as well as the Gligar.
What would happen if Gizmo and Dinky met?
Dan would probably think Gizmo would be absolutely adorable, but then, and he would completely ignore the warning of not feeding him after midnight.
Well, there you have it, Yami Largo.
Well, there's one there was one last little bit of news, though not many people know about this unless you guys can look it up, that I wanted to bring up. And this is very odd considering how profitable this industry is. That's oh, hello, Kitty.
Oh yeah, so with the Digimon Dub Remaster, Discotech is releasing the original Digimon series on Blu-ray, and they're using
Nice.
Astro Res to upscale it to make it actually look half decent, as opposed to the shitty,
Japanese,
the
Ball
shitty
Collection.
Japanese masters. I say half decent, it actually looks really fucking good.
Yeah, you were underselling that.
Bunch of other Astro Res stuff they've done looks really good too. Excuse me.
I think the last
What's that?
the last Blu-ray of the original Naruto series is releasing next Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Which I'm like, well, at the very least, I'll have the whole series, even if I already have all the plot of part 1. I gotta battle this douchebag. Rogue Tail would like to battle. Cool story, bro. He's got a Grand Bowl and a Gardevoir.
So he's got Horn and what?
Grand Bull and Gardevoir.
Oh, so he's got some really fucked up porn.
How is Grand Bowl related to porn?
And like I said, it's
Because
really
of that
fucked up
one
porn.
scene in Pokemon Ridge where Snubble was on the bed.
Why do I keep asking?
So speaking of porn, there's one other bit of news I want to share. I didn't know. I just didn't know where it would fit. There's a Japanese. You know where there? What?
There's a porn parody of She-Hulk?
I'm sure there is, but that's not what I'm talking about.
There was already, and it was starring China from WWE.
Okay, so what's the first name? What's the first name when it comes to porn sites that pops into your head?
Pornhub.
Pornhub,
Xvideos.
Xvideos, XNXX, you're one of those guys.
X3.
X3, X Hamster, that kind of stuff.
Kevin, I didn't think you
X-Men 3: The Last Stand. Dear God, why is anybody using The Last Stand to jerk off?
I
kind of like that movie.
That movie is terrible.
It is objectively terrible, Gizmo.
It's okay. It's not okay. But what I want to say is, you know how paid porn sites, they're making money right now, browsers and like premium Pornhub subscriptions. Well, apparently it seems that Japan is shutting down one of their sites though. And that's R18. They're shutting it down for after 6 to 9 years of being active. Compared to every other website that's been out there for a while now. Apparently what happened is that they're shutting down because of all the pirating that's happening.
Yar, har,
When it comes to pornography. And so they have to shut down because, they're not really making as much money. Here's the thing though. When you think of porn site, you think of, the option to download videos, the option to watch us. But R18 is a little different because not all of them would allow you to download the videos. Some of them were purely for streaming only.
I mean, Pornhub is purely streaming only, isn't it?
What?
Isn't Pornhub purely streaming only?
You can still download the videos. They give you the option.
Huh.
The thing is, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. A lot of these videos are stream only on this website, so it's a wonder it did, especially since Japan still, what's the word? Operates on physical media and physical product. There's still places that don't accept credit cards or any kind of card. There's still high amount of sales when it comes to physical movies and video games.
The hell?
So, hearing that there's a Japanese porn site that lasts this long and still shut down, it's kind of mind-boggling. Because Pornhub is still up, X Video's still up, X Hamster, Brazzers. A lot of these pay and free porn sites are still up, and yet that one is the one that shuts down, and it happens to be from a foreign country. You would think, I don't know, XNXX or X Video or X Hamster, one of those would be shutting down.
Right. Anyway,
No.
back to the topics at hand.
Yeah.
So the Wonder Woman 3 script is supposedly done.
Lord!
May Zeus have mercy on us all, because it is being done by the same people who did Wonder Woman 84. Jeff Johns and Patty Jenkins.
Yay.
You know how a guy overeats for more, despite his stomach stretching out, his belt buckle snapping off, and his belly sticking out of his shirt and pants. And then after that, he still says, you know what, I think it could fit one more. And then after that, I think it could fit in some dessert. That's what 84 felt like.
Are you talking about that scene from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life?
No.
Oh, who were you saying then?
He's just making a comparison.
Oh, I thought you were...
the Wonder Woman 84 movie. Because I felt like they were adding the rule.
I thought you were saying Wonder Woman 84 was like Mr. Creosote from...
I mean, you could, but I was just saying they're fitting a little too much of everything in the movie.
And a whole lot of fucking nothing in it, too. That's the worst part.
It's like 4 times zeros.
It's like you have all these dramatic stakes in the movie, and yet they mean absolutely fucking nothing.
All these subplots trying to connect to each other, and a villain that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. The funny thing is that
it's like this. There's this quote that I like to spout out that relates to this. There's a podcast from long ago called the Hey Bid Podcast, and there's a guy called Silent Rob that participated in it. He's a small-time YouTuber, and he was told all the time that Resident Evil 6 was great because it had so much content, and his response was 4 times 0 is 0.
Yep.
Yep. That is basically our experience with Resident Evil 6.
Well,
yep.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting when I see Wonder Woman 84. All this equates to jack shit.
Well, the end of the movie amounted to nothing anyways, so...
Plus,
like, regardless of any of the stuff that led up to it...
It doesn't connect at all.
No, like...
They brought back her lover for no reason, too, and in such a way where it's creepy, too.
Yes!
Like, the dead guy did. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Superheroes. Then you got him in another dude's body. Okay. Quantum Leap-ish, I guess. And Wonder Woman is still
what happened to the Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah.
Like, the husband died on the Ghost Whisperer, and then they kept the character around and put him in somebody else's body. And then they just forgot about that after a while and turned to... Like, forgot to do the reflection thing that they did, because they'd have, like, the actor who, like, played the original husband character, and then they had, like, the actor who played the character whose body he went into. They'd have him in the reflection. After a while, they just gave up on that and made it look like the guy, made him look like the guy,
Guy named Nor tells me I lived up to my reputation. I mean, I would hope I've lived up to the hype of kicking the collective ass of your organization. Huh? Hey, hey. Oh, come on. Why do I keep getting emails in the Snag'em hideout?
I don't know.
List.
I don't think I've
discovered 6 more. The additions are
Neon.
This Slugma, Smeargle, Absol, and Heracross.
Probably since 2019, I tried to do a full playthrough and then
Gave up.
shit just kind of fell apart. I lost motivation and.
Where's your motivation? Says Virgil.
I think I stopped at the Hawk Fu fight.
Wait, are you talking about Jackie Chan Adventures?
There's a guy in Poke Coliseum who looks almost like Hawk Fu.
That's
Okay, so Ben said he forgot to mention the My Time to Shine Scooper account that claimed Cavill would never come back to Superman, and is saying that Superman is returning to Black Adam with the John Williams theme and will be somewhat working for the government. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
No.
Even if the context is more than likely that Superman is checking things out and making sure Black Adam isn't a threat to the planet Earth, MTTS has also been targeting Syl and calling him a liar despite being right on many things that have been happening, including the now confirmed reshoots for Black Adam that happened under WBD, which includes ZSJL references as revealed by new clips of the movie. Want to point out that the Wonder Woman 3 script will probably be thrown out by Warner Brothers. God, I hope so.
Well,
get Kenneth Branagh to do the film.
Can we get Kenneth Branagh back to Thor?
He can just dust off his unused Thor 2 script.
Okay, so Gizmo, what would you say is your favorite game to go back to every so often?
Console or PC?
Either one.
Console, because PC is the inferior platform.
Man, for console, I would have to say Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay.
I still gotta play that game.
I have the Switch version.
It's good. It's a little complicated when it comes to the junctioning system, but once you get once you get a hold of that, you're good.
A friend of mine did a no junction fight.
Oh God.
That's begging.
Yeah,
that's begging,
like all the way through.
That's begging to lose. Because all you'd have.
Yeah, he beat the game
somehow.
Oh yeah. DC Comics announces the cancellation of Superman Son of Kal-El. Like, fucking God.
Too bad.
Why do you think nobody was reading it?
They're going to bring in a bunch of new Superman characters instead. Superman and Lois now have fraternal twins, a young girl and a young boy, as well as John and Connor and everybody the fuck else. The Superman family is quickly turning into the Bat family with how obnoxiously overpopulated it is.
I don't have a problem with it being Kryptonian, considering, people forget that just because the alien planet is destroyed doesn't mean the entire race is destroyed.
Yes, but this is slightly different. These are like Lois and Clark have like 3 kids, and then you have like, you have Power Girl and Supergirl, and sometimes they're different people. And...
Right.
No. You not only have Power Girl, but you also have her massive jugs.
Oh yeah, those count as at least 3 characters.
Lefty and Righty often argue quite a bit.
Hey, like, we're gonna argue over Power Girl, anything. As far as I know,
where are you? Nobody.
As far as I know, they didn't screw up Power Girl in any way. They didn't try covering her up. They didn't try
Okay.
Like, killing
They
her
messed
off
up-
permanently. They didn't try and, like...
They have messed up Power Girl in that she hasn't been in... If they'd have based the Supergirl TV show on Power Girl, it would have been much, much better.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be Supergirl. It would have been called Power Girl.
That's not the point.
Not many people know Power Girl anyway. Well, even if they did, they know more about Supergirl than they do Power Girl.
No, that's not the point. You want to know what the point is?
What?
Well, technically there are 2 points.
Who would they cast to begin with?
There's a never-ending
cast to begin with.
I don't know. Gina Carano?
If
Maybe,
Japan was
maybe-
making it, it's Tomi Tanaka.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
She's retired
But,
from foreign. Maybe now she'll do some actual, some legit Hollywood acting.
I mean, that's not exactly a... Like, over in Japan, that's not exactly a thing that is uncommon.
Yeah.
Like, there have been
hell,
several...
I mean, hell, if Megan Fox can do it, I'm sure she
Okay.
can.
Like a lot of
There have
porn
been-
stars from back in Japan went from just went from fucking on camera to Hollywood stardom to making video games or being idols.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's a couple of JAV actresses that have shown up in Super Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Right. And they treat porn stars there a little more respect than here in the U.S. Not completely, but a little more.
The funny thing is that like you're never gonna get like a Sasha Grey situation over there where you just have or a Ron Jeremy situation where you just have like porn person and who's like famous for porn and nothing else showing up in like mainstream stuff for no reason. And like somehow they actually tend to have like acting talent. I don't get it.
It's a superpower you'd want to one day have, I'm sure.
Sure, let's go with that. And we're gonna move swiftly on. Eggman, I outran your stupid fucking trap. Give me back my chili dogs.
He doesn't know what those are. Ugh.
Oh, hi. Dr. Ivo, Robotnik.
Robotnik.
But
He then places...
Fuck!
You wanna know what Eggman ends up doing later, Alex?
What?
He then proceeds to do the floss right in front of you.
Oh, of course he would. In my lifetime, I need to see Bowser and Robotnik having a dance-off.
They just both be Fortnite dancing.
Just like Jack Black and, yeah, just have Jack Black and,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey dancing.
don't even bring up Fortnite, man. I really hate the way Fortnite makes guest characters. They think that just anybody fits in that universe.
Well, it pretty much does at this point. Also, people are bitching about, the fact that X-23 is called X-23.
And now
I don't get it. Like, okay, I get it when it comes to her character. Like, the character herself bitching, that makes sense. But people still...
There's a giant point of her character in that she doesn't want to just be referred to, like, as her father, you know? Oh, like her father's daughter, her father's, clone, or whatever the hell. You know, the Wolverine thing is always something she was trying very desperately to shake off, and then all of a sudden, all new, all different Wolverine. Go fuck yourselves, guys.
This is another Miles Morales thing. It's like, oh no, her name is...
Miles Morales' name hasn't...
Not explained
okay,
Wolverine.
Miles
okay,
Morales
but
has been Ultimate Spider-Man for a while, but Miles Morales has not been, like, solely called Spider-Man for years now. He's been called Spin for, like the last 3 years.
People are still calling him Miles Morales.
Well, it's like, he's not Spider-Man. He's never just been Spider-Man.
Like,
and
he's
as much as people like to try and
Spider-Man.
say it's it's like if all of a sudden they brought in
like there's a reason why Peter Parker pops up these types of Spider-Man on Google.
Yeah, and then like you have like say they tried to put Ben Reilly in that, you know? I was like, oh, Ben Reilly is the new Spider-Man, and oh wait, they already did that. Ben Reilly was Spider-Man, and I actually like I talk to Stephen Butler sometimes, who's one of the guys who left the biggest mark on the clones, you know? And well, one of the guys who left the biggest mark on the clones, but like his stuff was like the best of it until they fucked it up. Anyways, so Ben Reilly was supposed to be the new Spider-Man, you know? That ultimately did not wind up working out. They brought back Peter Parker, and people were, you know, much more happy about it. Trying to say that, oh, you have to accept that this guy's Spider-Man, this guy's Spider-Man, and, you know, there's always some kind of
discourse?
Caveat. There's always a caveat. There's, like, Spider-Man 2099, there's Spider-Man Noir, who is another Peter Parker, by the way. Okay, but he's not 616 Peter. There's two different Ultimate Spider-Man.
Cage Peter.
Yeah.
We have to make that distinction when talking about Spider-Man Noir. He's Nicolas Cage, Peter.
Yes.
He's wondering how it got burned. How'd it get burned? 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 And Mary Jane's just like, I don't know!
It's not burned, it's just black and white.
It's Cajun style.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Burn mother down.
I remember Donkey sang that song.
Oh, and Shrek?
Yeah.
In the Far, Far Away Idols special on the...
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, baby, they're really on fire!
Donkey looks at his ass. Ah!
So the donkey looked at the donkey.
Sure, let's go with that.
Was Shrek the Third really all that bad? I haven't seen...
It could have been better.
Yeah, it really could have been much better. Could have also been worse. It could have also been the fourth movie.
Why are you dissing on the fourth movie?
Because that way the movie gets going makes... It has to assassinate Shrek's character.
Yeah, they made Shrek into an asshole again.
That is basically killing 3 movies worth of character development in one fell swoop.
Oh man, Shea Frillis would hate you guys.
Oh?
Shea Frillis Productions, he uploaded a video, Why Shrek Forever After is an underrated gem.
Fuck that.
No.
It just kind of comes off as fan fiction.
And then Shrek transformed.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. And then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. That's not Scottish. That's like someone a holy hybrid between Irish and Scottish.
By the way, Shrek is on Fake You, guys.
Of course he is.
Oh yeah, Shrek's a popular character, so you know a lot of people are going to be using him.
You know, there's actually a couple Shrek video games.
Oh yeah, Tom Welling joins the Winchesters on the CW, the prequel series to Supernatural. I am not going to get over the fact that he was Superman.
Oh, wait, in Injustice?
No, in Smallville.
Yeah. Could have been. We only saw him wear the damn shirt, that's it. I don't count that as being Superman.
Look, he was Clark Kent, he had the fucking powers, he did the fucking shit. And I think that pretty well counts as Superman to me.
Start flying, and I hear the moment I hear saying, "Look, it's a bird, it's a plane." That's when I know that you're become Superman. He literally just went up to the building and took off his shirt and
yeah, fuck you very much,
and just showed a big ass. Assholes.
You know what Homelander would end up doing in that situation?
Taking his dick out and saying, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yes.
Mom.
By the way, hey, has anybody here aside from Ben been reading my story, Two Men in the Sky?
What
I
the
have.
God, Shrek's joke is kind of shit.
It's a crossover
What
between.
is that Brokeback Mountain sounding shit?
I said Shrek's Fake You audio sounds like crap.
Huh, that's weird.
And
So, Kevin, what do you think of it?
It's alright.
Nothing's particularly special.
Hey, Luso.
No, I understand. Like, you send me things that I wind up going like, I don't know what to say about this, you know? But...
And it's like, I haven't seen The Boys, don't forget.
No, yeah, I know. Oh, that I'm not criticizing you for that. And like, I explicitly skipped over a few things because I didn't want to like double cover things that the TV show did because this is like Superman getting isekai'd into The Boys, you know? Oh, like I figure if you're particularly interested in this topic, you'll probably have some familiarity with it. So, Yami, Gizmo and Parrot Man, Mason, Gizmo and Mason. Have you watched The Boys?
Yeah, but not the most recent season.
Oh, that's good, because you don't
but I have heard of it.
Okay, that's good, because you don't have to watch past, like, Season 2 yet to understand and the references I make.
By the way, somebody's in the chat, and they have a question for Gizmo.
What's his name?
Hey, Gizmo, you gonna partake in No Nut November?
Fuck that.
That's Zone Tan, by the way.
Who's in the chat asking that question?
Is there someone actually naming themselves Zone Tan?
No, that's a fake you.
I know that.
Zone Tan asking Gizmo if he was gonna partake in No Nut November this year.
Fuck that noise. No Nut November. I'll either masturbate or I'll fuck. I'm not gonna hold in my nut.
Here's the thing. No Nut November was created as a hoax created by big prostate cancer. Keep those pipes clean, boys.
Yes.
I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't do No Nut November. My girlfriend's pretty insatiable, so.
Good.
She'll just be like,
Absolutely not.
Speaking, you said earlier about Superman getting isekai'd. I wanted to say something that was sort of related. There's a story writing competition in a place called the Magnetic Ferret, formerly known as the Electric Ferret. What they're doing is basically they're holding a contest on versus matches.
Okay.
So what it is that you make 1v1, and if it's the best written, the winner gets a $25 Visa gift card.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, my Homelander versus Superman fight's coming up pretty soon.
It was a monthly thing, and it's a monthly thing, and it's always themed. The theme is Change of Heart. So yeah.
Okay, that's not. I can make that work, but it's a 2-on-1 technically.
You read the rules. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. The rule, the theme is Change of Heart. You have until November to submit it, and it's a one-on-one match. You must write one match. Only that one will count during this time. You are responsible for posting a link to your write-up in the comments. The person with the highest score wins. Should there be a tie, we'll have a tiebreaker, and it'll be resolved in the following month. Basically, you have to have you have to write down the greatest reason why a good guy is turning bad, or bad guys turning good.
This is definitely not. My story is definitely not going to qualify.
Well,
Neither is mine.
Well, since you had a thing for writing, and since we're doing like a versus match thing, I thought it would be interesting to bring up this website, considering.
It would be, but I'm just like.
It's been around before this battle.
And barely enough patience to work on like 5 things at a time. I can't add another 12. You know.
They didn't really say it have to be serious, as long as it follows the theme.
Oh, so it could be like the Tumblr Sexy Man competition.
Well, the theme is Change of Heart, so it has to follow the theme. But again,
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, Toby Fox wrote an ending to the Tumblr Sexy Man competition, and that was absolutely fucking ridiculous.
It could be ridiculous. It could be like sad, as long as it follows the theme and it's 1v1. They've had other themes before.
I wonder if this
or
is
like a fighting, like love rivalry game.
I wonder if this might be the pyramid that the space shuttle came out of in Sonic Adventure 2. We sure do spend a lot of time in the fucking desert.
Let me send you a link to the website, man. It's if not to write something immediately, it's at least a cool place to look around before you decide anything.
Okay.
I've been here now.
I also found out that there was another Superman in the Universe of the Boys crossover that got published like a month before I published Two Men in the Sky's first chapter, but it's also a completely different type of story. Like, it's not Superman gets isekai'd from the main DC, or from a version of the main DC universe, and it winds up there, and, like, causes a lot of big changes, like mine. It's more like, Superman landed on the planet the Boys takes place in, you know?
I'm still waiting for someone to make a...
Then why is your pussy acting up again?
She's a chatterbox. I could talk. I'm the talkingest damn thing you ever saw.
Have you ever seen the movie Chatterbox?
No.
Go watch the Cinema Snob's review of that. You can probably tell what kind of movie it is based on the fact that the review was done by the Cinema Snob.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I used to watch Cinema Stop reviews on my 3DS on the YouTube app back in the day.
Gallon, Brock is telling you to get back in the sack.
What?
Brock just told you to get back in the sack.
Okay. Hey,
Get
Rocky, I need you to die up for me.
Let's see.
If he dies, he dies.
So, Alex.
Yes.
That should be normal.
Do you feel like
Fire.
would be the Kentucky Fried Chicken known as
Torchic? Buskin?
Blaziken?
Yeah. I mean, I like it, but, you know, Pikachu.
Didn't Blaziken...
Alex, Pikachu is objectively the worst starter Pokemon you can ever have.
But he's Pikachu.
Pika! Still does not change my criticism. In fact, it reinforces it.
But I need to be the very best like no one ever was.
Alex, you could be the very best without Pikachu.
No, I can't.
Yes,
Professor
you
Evil
can.
Magnetic ferret. Okay. Huh.
You're going out, Professor Evil Bad Thing Giver.
That Ash deepfake is still weird to me.
Kevin, did you read the most recent chapter of Men in the Sky?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've
It
still
has
been
Sora from Kingdom Hearts in it.
Vegito 1089 should work on Misty next.
Are you serious about that, Alex, or are you just fucking with me?
I am not fucking with you.
Why is Sora from Kingdom Hearts in this?
Oh, he was in the show.
What?
Yeah, he was in the show.
How is Sora in the show?
I'm back. What I'm
okay. So,
Yes.
for anybody who's seen The Boys, you can confirm Sora from Kingdom Hearts is in it, right?
Technically, yeah, the voice actor's
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
Haley Blossman is actually
Yes.
in the show?
in it. Yep, the original
Yes.
voice actor.
Oh, now I feel stupid.
I mean, unless you played video games, you wouldn't know.
I've played all the Kingdom Hearts games.
Nah, you definitely haven't. Not on this YouTube
Original?
channel.
Yes, I
He was
have.
also in
Not on YouTube.com.
Yes, I have.
Nah, I don't believe you.
How-
Dude, I'm way behind on my collection.
Kingdom Hearts games don't exist.
Right.
Kingdom Hearts movies exist.
Oh, that's what I needed to be doing. Okay.
Oh, I wonder if my Valentine on there.
Which My Valentine are we talking?
Are you gonna make her say I love you long time?
Fine.
Me love you long time. Whatever.
Oh shit, yeah, my Valentine is on there, and Vegito 1089 did the voice too.
So,
Sweet. Alright. Let's see how that
Not fake.
I have no idea why I was singing off key. A Ultra Instinct.
My breasts are not fake.
Right!
I don't believe you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and link that to the Discord.
I'm being haunted by the ghost of pyramids past.
There
Why
you
are
go.
you farting other ghosts at me?
So I still got like a bunch of GameCube games to play through after Beautiful Joe, and I want to see what the vote is here on which games I should play in this.
Why don't you
stack.
try your hand
So the stack I got here is
next.
Superman Returns.
No.
I don't have either. What I have here is X-Men Next Dimension, Defender, Star Wars Rogue Leader, Amazing Island.
Oh, Rogue Leader's good.
Tom and Jerry and War of the Whiskers, Pac-Man World 2, Time Splitters 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2, EO, Killer 7, and 13.
Oh, Killer 7's good.
My breasts are not fake.
Beautiful Joe.
Alright, what happens if I add 2 exclamation mark points this time?
Oh God.
I love it, you guys. What game do you think I should play next? From the file.
Going to say that.
Sake.
Fine.
Haunted by ghost rabbits. Cream, I didn't kill your parents.
My breasts are not fake.
Right.
I'll have you know your mom's boobs are alive and well.
Cream, that wasn't.
Come on!
What?
Alex, I keep walking past this hallway, and I keep encountering more Cypher peons.
Trying
Can
to
they-
turn the goddamn lights on, game?
Can they not leave me alone? For
Cream,
2
you're you
seconds.
about me and your mom. I'm gonna have to tell everyone about you playing Doctor with Tails.
Huh.
Too far.
Yes.
I have ESP, not PMS.
What the fuck am I hearing?
Thank you.
Thank you too. No, I'm kidding.
I like to have fun, you know.
He likes to have too much fun. He's a girl.
This
He
is why
wants to have fun.
someone
Gonna
should
have myself a real good time. Alive, and the world
Speaking of
done it inside out. Yeah, floating around
fakes,
in ecstasy.
you guys heard about what Claymore did, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
like Claymore?
think about it.
Yeah, fucking retard.
Yeah. I simply said, buy a goddamn microphone, and he, for no reason, and decided to criticize my work. All because he can't take all because he can't take the fact that text-to-speech is so outdated.
Not only outdated, people have been using, like, why would you not just buy a fucking microphone at this point?
Even
A
Mr.
decent-
Enter
yeah,
told
you can
you
pick up
that.
You can pick up a decent microphone at a fucking Goodwill for like $5.
He's scared that people will make fun of his voice.
I'm tired of him, like, you know, just trying to evade a debate too, like a live debate. Like you're accusing everybody that is into either a certain fetish or into a certain genre a pedophile.
Well, I mean, debating via voice chat doesn't always have to happen. I mean, Gallon done tell him why.
Who was that? John Michael Kelly kept trying to barge into our voice chats whenever we were doing something and trying to debate me about stuff. And I just told him no, because I'm not gonna like cede any ground to you. You keep demanding that I talk to you. I was like, okay, you probably have a reason for that, so I'm gonna take your reason and say no. I'm not gonna play your game. I'm not gonna play your game by your rules. You know. And I understand why people want to talk, live in voice chat with each other. Or, we're talking live in voice chat right now. Oh, but at the same time, that was a very adversarial, confrontational attitude he had. And if he just said, hey, can we talk? I probably would have been, oh, okay. Hey, let's go ahead and do it. And then he was just a complete fucking dick about it. And now I just don't want to,
Didn't you say that everyone sounds worse in voice chat than they are in...
yeah, no. Like, that's another thing, too. People have time to think out their thoughts in text chat. You can, think things out, word things exactly. You don't have to worry about anybody, messing up and misinterpreting things based solely on fucking tone, and you're on the record. And so, you can't...
Exactly.
You can't just pretend something didn't happen. There's a solid searchable record.
Yep.
I'm not against Claymore using deepfakes. I'm against his, lying and hypocrisy. That's my big issue with it. I actually wasn't going to bring up his name until Gizmo did.
It's like he says, and everybody in Kickfix it's confirmed, Kevin confirmed it. I'm like, did I ask any of you to come out here and mock me?
Sonic said sand. Yeah, I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere.
And I'm like, you guys are begging to be reported for targeted harassment, because this is actual targeted harassment.
Yep.
I mean, I will say, it's, okay, the fact that he did that just because you said, buy a goddamn microphone, I don't know whether that's infuriating or hilarious. Because he did that just because of that one thing you said, Kevin. That's,
Yeah, he had to go through my Facebook of photos just to find some unflattering photo of me.
You could report him for that.
I did.
I did too. I mean, shit, if you're gonna be a fucking hypocrite, then...
Wow, too much information!
I have ESP, not PMS.
Alright, I'm gonna close this out, because I'm tired of using that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and of course, Brian Thompson, of all people, the least intimidating motherfucker imaginable, has to be all like, oh, I see all I stand with big people are ugly on the outside and on the inside. I'm like, have you looked in a fucking mirror lately, Brian? Have you? Because I don't think you have. Last I checked, you are the least intimidating looking guy imaginable. Well, anybody could come up to you and kick your ass. Easily.
I'm the least intimidating motherfucker.
Not just can, I'd say that it's practically a requirement.
But at least I'm honest about it.
I mean, he tries to look intimidating by standing next to a bunch of other, bigger, tougher guys.
Let me tell you by experience, that's not how that works.
And he's the shortest and the chubbiest of them all.
La-di-da-di-da.
You wanna talk about that, Brian? Let's talk about you.
Ooh.
Before you start talking about me.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Because at least I do something more than simp for Monica fucking Rial on Twitter.
Of all people.
And by the way, the realists, that sounds more like a fucking cult than the Risen Bull Ranger. The Risible Rangers sound like a motley crew of badasses.
Oh shit, you know, the Risible Rangers have gotten their fair of goddamn garbage from the Kick Vic crowd. I was like, oh, it's a fucking cult. The Risible Rangers are literally the first people to say, hey, Vic is not a saint. Vic is not a saint. Please stop calling Vic a saint. Vic is not a saint.
No, he's not a saint. He's a human being like anyone else.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Unlike most people, he actually apologizes for the mistakes he's made.
Yeah.
Hey, but people are like, oh, he won't apologize for being a sex pest. What does he have to apologize for? Or in that regard? Tell me.
Did literally nothing wrong.
What if he done down and make him look like a sex pest anyway?
Yes, hugs and gives light, affectionate pecks on the cheek.
Peck on the fucking cheek. He can all of a sudden, and that's all of a sudden, and you know, platonic. Think everything is sexual harassment.
Puritans up.
They became what they hate.
I'm
It
sure
became the very thing you swore to destroy.
and yet Fails thinks that I enable old doxing and harassment on Kiwi farms. I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you actually, unironically, want me to do to tell the people on Kiwi farms to stop?
That is
can't
not
anything.
going to happen.
They
Rule number
think...
1, we are not your personal army.
Yeah, that is literally the first rule. I can't tell them to dodge people, and I can't tell them to stop. The fact that they literally ignore that without scrolling down to the bottom, that should tell you that they know absolutely goddamn nothing. And meanwhile, Claymore has an account on there, so does that make him an enabler and doxer?
Yes, it does.
I wonder.
The plot thickens.
Like, he was literally the first one to post on BioZero's thread on Kiwi Farms. He was so gung-ho about this. And this was like back... What?
You mean, what's his name? Zero Resurrected?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
He was the first one to literally post about that on his own thread, and before that kind of died down. And of course, he's all like, oh. And then, of course, he's like, I've got nothing. And I'm like, if the farms got you, oh, Claymore, we'd be seeing a whole nother side of you that you wouldn't want to show. That you never wanted to show. And guess what?
Not break away, push me away.
And guess what?
Can't see what I see, the other side of me.
And guess what, Claymore? If that happens to you, note this: you warranted it by being a douchebag.
Guess what song that was?
What?
The theme song to the Aquaman TV show they never made. They made a pilot for it, starring Justin Hartley, the original TV Green Arrow, and that was it.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's only 9:34.
You can find that pilot in the complete series of Smallville on Blu-ray.
Somebody say...
Somebody save me. I don't care how you do it, just save me.
I don't care what anyone says.
Catboy deconversion therapy.
Oh god. What the fuck?
The fuck are you looking at?
I am looking on Kiwi Farms right now because
Something related to Keffels.
Fucker. Actually,
don't.
no fucker.
Yeah, I was about to say, please don't.
That's fake.
Farms is actually that, by the way.
You don't
It's
know
all
where that
fake.
thing's You don't know where that thing's been.
You don't know
it's operational, guys.
what's been near it, and I assure you, you don't want to be.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Or that. Or this. Definitely not that. It hurts, but I kind of like it.
Ooh, 3 rare candies. Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna die now, but I got an emerald, so I'm good.
Now, and then again, Claymore isn't the first one who had to go sleuthing around trying to find anything on me that Kickfit could use. That would be this idiot called Peter Parker.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I am very, very up to speed.
He was like, oh, meet Kevin, the disgusting individual.
He was like, say hi to BTW. Yep.
I'm like, really? I'm like, oh wow, thanks for giving me a justification for reporting you.
This is why I don't like to interact with people on Twitter. I just rather point and laugh.
And this was after reports, and I Stay with Vic reports was like, oh, like calling me out just because I supposedly quote unquote misinterpreted it, someone feeling targeted by a webcomic. The context being that the webcomic was about a guy I tried to point out quote unquote statistics about how most robberies would go.
Oh yeah, speaking of statistics, let's talk about the Pitbull controversies on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what controversies?
AKA a more absolute retardation that needs to fucking stop.
Yeah.
So, as always happens, there was some thing that happened with, like... So, what usually winds up happening in situations like this is, like, a pit bull attacks somebody, and automatically everybody blames the entire fucking breed, even though, this is like I think it's like 20 attacks in a given year, while there's like 20 million pit bulls in America and things like that. The pit bull
is America's dog.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, like, it's people will say, hey, like, oh, it's the breed is bad, and all the dogs are they're all, you know, potential killers. All dogs are potential killers. I have to say, hey, like,
Chihuahuas are even more vicious.
Yeah, they have a shitload of attacks every year. So
but nobody cares about those.
Yeah, there's a bunch of...
no dog is vicious, like, ever.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff. Any dog can be vicious. Like, any dog can be trained to be vicious. I've seen pit bulls trained to be vicious. I've seen German Shepherds trained to be vicious. Fucking golden retrievers can be vicious sometimes. And
yeah.
They're one of the sweetest dogs out there.
Oh, and let's not forget
really friendly.
Let's not forget the Shiba Inu.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like, any dog can be evil. It's just all down to whoever owns it.
Yeah.
You know? Don't point to the moon! Moon! Dogecoin to the moon!
And, I've known people who have had several pit bulls throughout their lifespan, and who have been perfectly fine dogs, Oh, like, there's people who've had Rottweilers. Before Pit Bulls, it was Rottweilers who were, like, the big demonized dog breed. And, like if you train a Rottweiler to not be a vicious fighting dog, Rottweilers are the sweetest creatures in the world. Well, that's just like how it is with almost any dog, except for Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are terrible little monsters that do not deserve to exist.
Well, unless you're in a Taco Bell commercial.
Okay, hey, that one gets a pass.
Or unless you're in Beverly Hills, Chihuahua.
Fuck that.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua Cop.
Beverly Hills Bite Me.
Beverly Chihuahua Cop.
I'm gonna fuck you.
What?
Ever since Bowser sang that, it's been stuck in my head.
Oh, you're talking about the Tenacious D song, "Fuck You Softly."
Yeah, Bowser sang it.
Fucking me softly with his dick.
I don't know if my dad is still asleep in the other room. That would be a hell of a thing to wake up to.
Oh, sure. I didn't know you lived with your dad. I'm probably the only person on
this is my favorite song from this game.
I'm probably the only person on this stream who lives by himself right now.
I love this music.
Well, some people have their reasons for their living conditions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my mom passed away when I was 5, and my dad's, well, I don't know what the fuck my dad's doing.
Well, the good... You know, I'd like to... For anybody who wants to say, like, oh, why do you still live with your parents? Check out the fucking housing market.
Yeah.
Please. Find me...
go ahead.
Find me a place to live that's less expensive than this.
Find me one, too. But while you're at it...
and the Biden administration is making things worse for people, especially people like me.
Yeah. Go.
And I thought Democrats were... I thought they were the political party that was supposed to care about poor people.
Oh, no, see, that's where you're mistaken. And populism only matters when... And it's, something else. Like, I was just watching a stream where Vosh completely misunderstood what the hell populism was. And... I mean, it's Vosh, so, you know, obviously, you gotta take everything that he says as uncharitably as possible.
Homelessness is rising, and none of the SJWs give a shit.
Well, there was a homeless guy out in New York City who said, like, look, they spend however many $1 billion a year on the homeless in New York City. Okay, they spend all of that and to, like, put a paper lunch in a bag and drive around in a van and giving it to people. Well, and they don't actually care. It's just a business to them. Like, it's a money-making operation. And because they have thousands of abandoned properties, is literally, like, not just people not living in them, outright abandoned in New York City. They were, like, people, well, they could spend this money on, like medical care and housing and stuff. But no, they spend it on they spend several $1 billion on a Lunchables wagon, basically.
I thought you were about to say they spent $1 billion to Ukraine.
Sniper is now obligated to buy the...
Well, that too. But...
Buy the, Superman... By the Batman, Superman, and Super Sons movie. Just for the Truth, Justice, and the American Way line.
Oh yeah, people were bitching about that on Twitter.
Why?
Because it's patriotism, Mason.
Because it's Truth, Justice, and the American Way. And it has America in it, and they hate America.
Why do SJWs hate America, though? I never got that.
They live in America, they make money in America, they have people they know, whether it be friends, family, or coworkers in America, and yet they complain about being in...
You know what
That's the thing. They'll
Criticism
complain about
is one
America,
thing.
and they'll...
Like
the second somebody like Donald Trump gets elected, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna move to Canada," and
I feel
they
like
don't.
They never did.
Yeah, remember the celebrities that were like, "Oh, I'm moving to Canada if Trump gets voted in," and then when he gets voted in, "Oh, I'm moving to Canada." How many of them moved to Canada?
None of them. And the same thing with George W. Bush. I think George Carlin said that either nut up or shut up in that regard, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Stop saying that. And I said the same thing to the people who were like, "Oh, I'm moving to Canada if Biden gets elected." And it was like, nut up or shut up. Where are you fucking moving, buddy?
Yeah, I mean...
Why would you move to Canada first
Biden when you said
Why
that.
would you move to Justin Castro's communist fun time playpen then, you know?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Turns out
people are fucking stupid.
Turns out our next guy that we gotta go after is in the Shadow Pokemon Lab.
Cool.
Which means I gotta go through more trainers again.
See, I haven't seen Battle of the Super Sons yet, but it looks pretty good, and the Truth, Justice, and the American Way line is pissing people off, and I feel obligated to support anything that has Superman's motto in it like that, especially after they changed it to Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow.
Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. Oh, that's still... I actually like that motto, but...
I like that, but it could be for, like, I don't know, a Superman who wasn't raised in fucking Kansas.
Kansas is about as American as you could fucking get.
Right?
Well, it's like I was born in well, no, I'm not born. I was raised in Kansas. Yeah, I was raised in Kansas, General. I'm as American as they come. You know? That was just about all... That was just about the closest thing you got to that in Man of Steel. No, not for any lack of trying on their part, but it's just like there was never really an opportunity for them to work that line in, you know? I'm sure they would have worked it in later, but, you know.
I'm here to fight for truth, justice, and all the donuts there are.
Truth, justice,
that'd be the way...
my Miss American Pie. My mind is here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. And he left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
What parody of American Pie is that from?
That was like a Weird Al version.
Oh my god! The fact that Weird Al made a version of that with the Star Wars plot was hilarious.
Yep. He actually went to a pre-release screening of The Phantom Menace so that he could write that song and have it ready in time for the film.
Yeah, that was actually a yeah, he actually made sure to do his homework before he went and did that song.
Weird Al is a jam, guys.
The Weird Al Yankovic. I can't wait. Has the movie come out yet?
Can't wait till people try to cancel Weird Al now.
Oh, Weird Al is uncancelable.
Nah, yeah. No,
I know he is, but there's gonna be someone who's
he's
gonna
too
try and
beloved.
Cast form has transformed.
Did you know that Paul McCartney, like, Weird Al got invited to a music industry party, and, like, somebody said, "Fuck it, Al, it's Weird Al," and it was Paul McCartney.
Oh yeah, I know about that, yeah.
The only person I know who doesn't like is Prince.
Well, was Prince?
Prince. I'd say Prince can go die, but he already did.
Prince hated Weird Al.
Why? Why would you hate him?
Which is funny because Michael Jackson fucking loved him.
Oh yeah.
He got the same.
I mean, Coolio hated him at first, but then he changed his mind.
Yeah, Coolio ended up being...
Coolio came around, unlike Eminem.
Wait, I thought Eminem actually came around.
Eminem never... I don't think Eminem ever let Weird Al do
Yeah,
his
he did.
songs.
Couch Potato.
Oh, okay. I guess he did come around then. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eminem.
I zap Octillery to death with my electric sheet.
I wanna bowl with the
gangsters.
That was probably the first Weird Al parody I heard.
White and Nerdy, that's one of the best.
Oh yeah, that's the best one.
I remember seeing the music video for it, and I was laughing my high school ass off.
Which is better, that or All About the Pentiums?
White and Nerdy.
I have to say, hey, like, I like both of them, but I think All About the Pentiums is a little bit better. Remember, that's mostly just down to the fact that one, the music video is just as good, and two, All About the Pentiums is still relevant today somehow.
You know why Atlantic Records is protected from... Wikipedia page is protected from editing now, right?
Huh. Weird.
Because in the music video for White and Nerdy, Weird Al is seen editing Wikipedia, and in like big bold letters, he writes for the Atlantic Records Wikipedia page, "You suck." And that led to many people trying to do the same thing. And the reason he did that in his music video is because he got James Blunt's permission to do the song "You're Pitiful," but Atlantic Records told Weird Al to go fuck himself and almost had his song pulled.
Oh, you fuckers. You don't say no to Weird Al. Why would you say no to Weird Al?
Prince did.
Why would you say no to Weird Al, Prince? This is why you're dead. If you'd actually said yes to Weird Al, you'd still be alive.
Careful what you say.
You're probably gonna get a lot of people on your ass now. Yelling.
No, like laughter, this is scientific, laughter extends your lifespan. So, I have science on my side. Right, if Prince had allowed Weird Al to parody his music, he would have laughed a lot more. And he would have laughed a lot more or fairly often. So he would have, like, he would have taken years off his, he would have added years to his lifespan if he'd let Weird Al parody his music. There. You can't say anything bad about it because now I have science on my side. Yeah.
We have to value feelings over science.
Fuck your feelings.
Your feelings.
Oh, God.
Now that the summer heat is over, I can finally get used to walking everywhere again.
Ah, shit.
And I'm trying to... Actually, this is something I should ask Alex, since Alex is a workout guy.
Yeah.
Does cutting bread out of your diet actually make weight loss easier?
Yes and no. That entirely depends on what you're trying to do. For one thing, like carbohydrates are fairly essential if you're trying to build muscle mass, because, fun fact, if you don't have carbs in your diet, you're burning muscle. And so, if you notice yourself getting weak when you're like trying to build muscle and burn fat, and that's why you need to have some probably like a little more carbs in your diet. But the fun thing is carbs and fats, which are two things that we have a lot of in our diets, are also really high in calories. So what you gotta do is look at how much of each you're consuming and try to like work on bringing the percentage down. Add in like more protein, more more like raw protein, raw vegetables, fruits and things like that. Anything like spinach and lettuce are great because they're low-calorie, high-density foods, and spinach has a lot of nutrients that your body needs.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yes, literally, unironically, I am Popeye the Sailor Man in real life.
You beat and killed Saitama.
I beat Bluto. I wouldn't kill Saitama. Saitama has too good of a work ethic.
But Popeye killed Saitama.
Anyways, but seriously, yes.
Kevin's probably gonna hate me that one up.
Guys,
if you're trying to lose weight, you gotta
look on the broadcast chat.
Okay, let's see.
Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Codename Kids Next Door predicted in beast mode.
Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door.
All with a stupid parody into Dragon Ball Z.
And it was more faithful than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
Not that was hard.
I forgot my tractor. It hurts so much.
I see, it's 9:50.
Nickercade had talked to one of the guys who worked on Dragon Ball Evolution, and he said that the original script was much better, and then the trailer for the Jackie Chan film Forbidden City came out, which was also based on Journey to the West, and Fox panicked.
Ooh.
Oof. That's not good.
And that's why the film got rewritten hastily.
Hey, Gizmo?
Yep.
So, have you seen in any of the Shonen Big Three?
Well, like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece?
Yeah.
A few episodes of One Piece. I think one or two seasons of Bleach. Naruto. Well, everyone has seen a ton of Naruto episodes once in their life.
Well, that's mostly due to the fact that Naruto, in terms of
I watched Naruto once upon a time.
Its English broadcast was at least had the advantage of being on a network that everybody would be able to see. Yep.
What about it?
Because Toonami was kind of what Naruto owed its success to.
And Dragon Ball Z, and
Dragon Ball Z, and Outlaw Star,
and Sailor Moon.
Yep, and Sailor Moon.
And Gundam.
Yep, and Gundam. And the thing is like Bleach.
Gundam.
God damn it.
That's my completely ignorant take on G Gundam.
I had somebody at my workplace. He's had the
how
at the weird...
my mom used to think that Dragon Ball Z was pronounced Dragon Balls.
Oh shit!
Oh god, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, so as I was saying, Bleach kind of had the thing where it was on Adult Swim, as opposed to Naruto and One Piece, but here's the problem. In terms of actual television broadcast, Bleach lasted longer. Does you know what happened in Naruto and One Piece?
What? They got their TV broadcasts canceled.
Yeah.
Why?
Nort, say it isn't so.
mostly due to the fact that
Nort got Norted.
I feel like it's mostly due to the fact that it was kind of hard to really continue to it, even though Toonami was almost done broadcasting all of OG Naruto. They just had 2 more filler bits to go, and then they would have been done. But no. So Bleach ended up lasting longer just because it was on the network that could afford to have it.
Adult Swim.
Yep. Adult Swim didn't need to make any censorships at all. Oh, they just needed to air the show. But then again, there was that one time where Pesci, he pulled out what appeared to be like a lightsaber from his loincloth.
Did you say Pesci?
Yes, there's a character in Bleach called Pesci.
Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me, you motherfucker! Fuck me!
Is that a Home Alone reference?
No.
Bruh, it's not.
Why would it be a Home Alone reference? I'm betting it's a Goodfellas reference.
I figured it was probably a Goodfellas reference, but here's the thing. And Joe Pesci was trying to hold himself back from swearing in Home Alone.
Maybe,
Maybe.
let's see, maybe it would be,
Sleep. I'm playing X and Y, I'm in too deep. Take a break, look at my trading cards.
Anyway. And yet, oh, and then there's also the fact that One Piece ended up having the problem of being dubbed by 4Kids.
Yeah.
Are replacing goddamn guns with super soakers.
Yes, they replaced guns
whatever
with
the hell that was with Helmeppo.
You know what's made it sad is that the water guns because the weakness that you gain after eating a devil fruit, but it's still
like airing Scarface on the Disney Channel.
There were what?
That I want to see that now.
It said that's like I said.
Hello, I'm Tony Montana, and you're watching Disney Channel.
I like what they did to One Piece. That's trying One Piece super kid friendly is like, and airing it on Fox is like, and airing it on Fox Kids is like.
Fox Kids didn't give a fuck. They aired anything on there, but it wasn't until it turned into Fox that it turned into pussies.
Yeah.
It would be like airing.
And then it was 4Kids TV.
On Disney Channel. And then
Scarf, I want to see that. I want to see Al Pacino introduce a thing on the Disney Channel. Hello, I'm
you fucking cockroaches.
I'm Al Pacino.
Well, now that
you're watching Disney
now
Channel.
Well, now
that
Bleach is
like he
broadcasting
carves out the
on
mouse ears with his fucking machine gun.
And now that Bleach is broadcasting on Hulu and Disney Plus, we could actually make that meme with Ichigo happen.
Imagine
I'm Ichigo Kurosaki, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Imagine Al Pacino be like,
For some reason, that one guy who we're not gonna say who seems to really like that idea.
Which
JW?
Johnny Young Bosch, more than just Ichigo? Wasn't Johnny Young Bosch involved in some American cartoons too?
A couple of them.
Yeah,
it would make sense for him to be on Disney Channel.
I mean, hell, Naruto Shippuden aired on Disney EXD.
JetX.
Pokemon. So did that makes Misty a Disney princess.
No business airing on a Disney Channel.
Misty isn't a princess.
I mean,
she played one.
She's a Disney princess.
Disney princesses are usually princesses. Like they have like royal blood of some kind.
They have the power. They have the power of the funk.
Oof.
Milan doesn't technically count, I guess.
We need the funk.
Is
Gotta
Shang
get that funkadunk.
Oh, we need the funk. He needs the
Milan doesn't count.
But wait, is Shang a prince?
No.
Okay, yeah, she's not a princess then.
And her
Shang
father isn't a king.
Shang is a captain of the
Yeah.
Chinese army.
Yeah, he's.
And what's her name from?
And he steals souls.
Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame, not a princess.
He's a gypsy.
It's Notre Dame. It's not Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame.
But she's a Notre Dame.
Yeah.
God damn it!
From Atlantis to Los Angeles.
Who actually get pissed off at people who pronounce Notre Dame Notre Dame.
I guess it's because of the E at the end.
Hey, Alex. I have a bit of an oddball idea for if we were to ever do Disney movies.
So, I mean, we're gonna be doing at least one, two. We're gonna be doing at least two.
So, here's the thought I had. We basically do the original, then the remake.
Huh?
Okay, so we'll Mauler it then.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did with the EFAP crew on EFAP movies.
Yes.
Y'all are gonna torture yourselves?
Would we have to do like 101 Dalmatians live action remake and then Cruella?
No.
Like he did?
No.
Good.
Shit.
We're not doing that remake. God, I have standards.
I'm imagining now that you are Tails and I am Sonic in this regard. And Tails, having his eyes half closed, is you, expressing your exasperation with that suggestion.
In what context is that mental image from?
Oh, that was just what was on screen when the game froze.
Oh, God.
Because my headphones came unplugged.
At the very least, menus don't matter in that game.
I have unlimited save states.
Somebody did a Carnival Night Zone remix where they mashed up both the Michael Jackson and the type versions together.
Awesome.
Good morning.
By the way, did anybody ever find any proof that Michael Jackson actually did what he was accused of? Nope.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask if there was any proof that Michael Jackson worked on Sonic 3. I was gonna say buttloads,
There was
but
proof of that.
No, there is negative. There is actually negative proof that Michael Jackson did anything wrong. It's like it's the fucking okay. So I said that the playbook that they ran on Vic Mignogna was basically a more refined version of the playbook they ran on the then dead Michael Jackson for Leaving Neverland, because they ran the same fucking playbook. It was like, oh, were you there? Could you know? Only they really know what happened, and only one of them. You know, whose word are you gonna take? Believe all victims. Ha ha ha.
Okay, well, by their logic, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Oprah molested me when I was 5 years old. Give me money.
Oh god, don't joke about that.
Please.
I need that image to escape from my head. I need that image to escape from my head as fast as possible. I don't want to think about her in any kind of... I don't want to think about her in any sexual context, even though I'm not I am not sexually attracted to her in any way, shape, or form. I want that image to go out of my brain, please. No! Anyways, yeah, so... Go ahead and watch the Michael Jackson rebuttals done by Razor Fist. They're very good. You can also watch his Periscope live streams of him taking down the Leaving Neverland quote-unquote documentary.
Oh yeah,
in addition
Faces,
to
buddy.
the after show that Oprah did for it. That she did basically just to try and cover for her buddy Harvey Weinstein. And yes, I mispronounced that guy's name on purpose.
Maybe it's just me, but Harvey Weinstein, like, I don't know what it was, but for some reason at first, he looked a little bit like Kane, the wrestler.
Yeah, I can
that,
kind
yeah.
of see that. Like, he's too fat to be Kane, but yeah.
He's got that face. He's got
Glenn Jacobs is nothing like Harvey Weinstein.
No, Glenn Jacobs is a cool dude.
Yeah. No wrestler has ever had any bad things to say about him, as far as I heard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, unless you're Ryback.
I mean...
Oh, yeah. But Ryback is also, like... The fuck, game?
What are you doing
Like,
in the game? What are you doing to me, game?
Yeah.
Did Kane retire?
Yeah, because he's a politician.
Not if it...
Why doesn't Wikipedia say that he's retired?
Because he sometimes makes appearances as his real-life persona on WWE programming.
Hey,
Like,
why
whenever
am
they
I
show
even-
up in his...
Why am I even...
Whenever they show up in his city, that's, like, ow.
That's like, ow.
That's like
Yeah, that's like so totally ow, guys. That's a new saying that the kids are doing.
I don't know why I just asked that, because Wikipedia is run by SJWs these days, so...
That doesn't mean they have everything wrong.
Yeah.
That's an immediate caution I'd like to make towards anybody. You know, just because it's run by SJWs doesn't mean everything they have is wrong. That being said, if you took anything seriously that was published by Pretty Ugly Little Liars, you are a fucking hack and deserve to be laughed at for the rest of eternity.
The name of the site itself gives it away.
Yeah.
Liars, as in they are lying. They are not telling the truth.
Nobody believes me.
As much as I hate to say it, the majority of SJWs are not evil. They were...
No, they're largely
maybe
just...
not intentionally.
No, they're just...
Yeah, they're...
And that was all that they grew up being told, so that's why they believe what they do.
Well, that's one of the things. They're very much products of their environment.
Yeah.
A lot of them think they actually are doing good in the world or seeking to do good in the world. Well, they don't realize
what they're doing is wrong.
What they're doing or why.
I guess you could call them tragic villains.
Kind of.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Yeah. Why is Roman Reigns turning into Brock Lesnar?
Because he hung out with Paul Heyman too much. That's what happens.
Like, he was acting for Extreme Rules. Apparently, he hadn't been on TV for a while. I don't even know if
Majin says hello.
What?
What?
Majin says hello.
Excuse me? Majin?
Yeah, in my chat.
Hello.
Majin who?
Oh, hello.
I don't know.
That I need passes. I just really wish I could pass this.
You know, I feel like after the next session I do of this game, it'll probably be the last session I do of it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna lead into this when we were talking about the Clone Saga earlier, but there's a new Spider-Man and revealed on the set of Madam Web, and I'm betting 110% this is Kane Parker, because that's the Kane suit.
That's gotta be Kane! That's
The big red machine! He literally, hey, this is if you said that this was like a 90s suit for the wrestler Kane, I would be 110% on board with that. Yeah, this is definitely Kane Parker.
You know,
Who
Kane
I think
almost...
who is like one of the only and I'd like to know, well, like, who is this guy they have playing him? Because it looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
But,
I don't think that makes any sense,
but
though.
how?
Because he's supposed to be playing Kraven.
And he's supposed to be Silver.
And he's Quicksilver, and Quicksilver's dead, so how did that work?
It's Marvel Comics. They're gonna bring him back to life somehow.
Bring me to life.
People just need to give up on Marvel and DC.
Wake me up
Save
inside.
me!
Call my name and save me from the dark.
You know, I find it funny how you completely ignore the fact that I did it in the Goofy voice.
I was waiting for you to sing Bid My Blood to Run in Goofy's voice, actually.
I didn't know that part of the song!
Fallen is one of my all-time favorite albums, so... yeah. Also, the fact that Evanescence lost Best Metal Performance to fucking Metallica that year was absurd. Because you know what Metallica won for?
Something that wasn't even metal?
Saint Anger. For Saint Anger.
That's stupid.
Evanescence wasn't even nominated in the metal category for that. Like, Fallen is legitimately one of the best metal records ever recorded, and it was classified as quote-unquote hard rock.
Well, I mean, it wasn't rock.
Brock, cock hard as a rock. What's his last name? Abandonment?
Sorry, I had to do my best Brock impression.
How did Litecoin go all the way from $200 to $50 in value?
That's a good question.
Bitcoin, the only reason Bitcoin is staying above 19,000 is because there are whales that are leveraging crypto right now, so it is being protected.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, they say that we're whalers on the moon and we carry our harpoons, but there ain't no whales, so we tell tall tales and sing our wailing too.
We are whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
Yes. We is the fellas on the moon, yeah.
I was doing Bogdanov. Galandon, do you know who Bogdanov is?
No.
He's the guy who dumps Bitcoin.
Huh.
He bought. He went all in. Dump it. That's actually a 4chan meme joke, I think.
You know, Alex, I look at Flygon's model in Pokemon Coliseum, and every time I see him just standing there, I'm like, he doesn't look fast.
Galandon, you're into
Is
crypto.
he the
I'm surprised you
fastest?
don't know who Bogdanov is.
I'm not super big into crypto. I was bigger into crypto than I am now. You know, and over time I've just kind of drifted away from certain things because I have way too many things to do.
I mean, if you want to try to short it to make money, I mean, now might be the best time, but you got
Probably.
You know, at the very least, Alex, when I ended up transferring over to the new store of my job, I didn't need to put up with a lot of BS.
Oh, so you've transferred over to another store, huh?
Yep.
I might be having to do that soon.
Can't say which.
Because they're talking about tearing down our building and
Wow.
and rebuilding it.
That's
Gizmo. Are you still working at the food place, or Gizmo?
What food place?
Gizmo, you mentioned you were working at some kind of fast food restaurant at some point.
Burger King.
Or are you still working there?
No.
What?
I'm working at Red Bull, actually.
Red Bull?
No, that's a lie.
Like the energy drink company?
That's a lie, too.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Does it, though? Give me
Does
that
it really?
I don't know. The only thing... I've only ever seen, like... There was this guy I used to work with who was, like, 60 years old and drank, like, 6 jumbo-sized cans of Red Bull a day.
Jesus.
Fuck.
That's a heart attack.
Discord moderator.
Yeah.
No, seriously, Gizmo's actually a moderator for a couple of Discords.
Ah, fuck.
What?
Yeah, Gizmo, aren't you a moderator for Silent Rob's Discord?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about some others I didn't know about. Like, I'm a mod for that one. I think I'm a mod for Aces.
I wonder if they made that asshole raccoon friend a mod again.
Let me check.
You're in mod in several Discords that you are not aware of.
Yeah. By the way, Raccoon, if you're somehow watching this, go fuck yourself.
I wound up being given a fucking Discord server once, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. I'm the only person left here.
No, he's not a mod.
It's like, what do I do with this? You cleared all the fucking channels, and... Like, it's not like I can't just make a new Discord server, you know? Fuck.
What?
What?
He's playing the game.
What are you doing to me, game? What are you doing to me, game? What are you doing to me, game?
Oh, that was entirely my fault.
What are you doing to me, game?
Like I said, that was entirely my fault there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I was recently introduced to of my own volition, Black Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Oh yeah, Guilty Gear Strive player base has
All
fallen 30% in the last month.
All purely because of that one meme of him pelvic thrusting through the ocean. Going, sway, sway, sway. Or whatever it was. And I'm like... And at first I was like, do I get any context to this? But then I find out, oh no, wait. I don't think I want to know the context, but I'll go and look it up anyway. I go and look it up, and it's Sam Jackson giving a Michael J. White the lecture about the ocean. Like, no joke.
Hey T, did you eat my babies? Did you sleep with my wife, Terry? I said I was sorry.
Yeah.
You saw that, huh?
Yeah. I told you, your Twitter is the only entertaining thing on the platform.
Thank you.
You have said to me before, and I think you said this to Gizmo too.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
You
we gotta talk about the Velma
on Twitter
cartoon.
because of this.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stupid shit going on in Scooby-Doo right now.
Velma.
So Velma, in one of the Scooby-Doo things, is a bisexual or a lesbian or something. And then, over in the Velma cartoon, they removed Scooby-Doo from a fucking Scooby-Doo show so they could focus on Velma. And, Velma isn't a lesbian in that, but Daphne has 2 moms for some reason.
Somehow.
And Shaggy possesses the N-word pass now.
Yeah, Shaggy has become a melanated individual. And, that just seems incredibly fucking racist.
And then there's another reboot where Fred is a fucking serial killer.
Why, though?
Look, I'll show you.
Why is there a fucking Scooby-Doo multiverse? We can't get 2 Batmen, but we get a fucking Scooby-Doo multiverse?
I linked the clip. There's a reboot where Fred
technically it's a multiverse.
I mean, Warner Brothers jerks us off with Smallville, not letting the guys from Smallville have the fucking Superman suit. And then when they do, they only let them have part of the fucking Returns suit. Even though we've been waiting for fucking years to get Tom Welling in the Superman suit.
So, fun fact about that suit, he asked to, I forgot which it was, but whether it was he asking the guy to CGI his head onto the suit, or suggesting him to get his head CGI onto the suit, it was all because of the fear of the Superman curse.
No, it was entirely down to Warner Brothers having a thing where they don't allow their characters to be on TV and in movies at the same time.
I always thought it was Superman curse.
No.
Logo.
That would have been stupid, but it would have been a different kind of stupid.
Some kind of embargo.
But it makes sense anyway, because I don't get this first stuff, but yeah, apparently bad luck has happened ever since, the original Superman movies happened.
George Reeves shot himself, allegedly, and then Christopher Reeve, he was supposed to be in a Superman TV show that was supposed to lead into Superman 5, and then into a Batman v Superman film, and that didn't happen.
Hey, Kakarot, what's the opposite of Christopher Walken?
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves!
The only reason that they thought that they realized they were able to get away with that was due to the fact that that Vegeta was evil.
Don't dare, evil!
Oh, come on! This game is giving me email after email after email.
Go directly to spam, do not pass go, do not collect 200 rupees in Western Union.
I'm talking about in my game.
Kevin, what Pokemon generation is peak Pokemon? Let's have that debate.
Gen 4.
I second
Gen 0.
I second that motion, actually.
Gen 0, so they don't exist.
Alex, you know that's not possible.
Gen 1, because it has Pikachu.
Every generation has Pikachu.
Yes, but that's the one he was introduced in, and therefore it is best.
Gen 1er.
How about this, Alex? Pikachu is the worst starter in the entire series.
Okay,
yeah.
Except for, and then you have, like, Gen 5, which has, Torterra.
Gen 4 has Torterra.
Gen 4 has Torterra. Okay.
Yeah, that's who I picked in Brilliant Diamond.
The grass starter is my favorite starter.
I mean, I just picked him because I got tired of, like, for the first 3 gens, I picked the water starter, and then in Gen 4, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do something different.
I'm either fire or electric.
Yeah, Alex, you might be changing your minds eventually about that. Because Gen 5's fire starter is kind of lame.
Is it the Chimchar?
No, it's the pig.
Now in Gen 6, I did pick the grass starter because, well, because I knew I was getting 2 starters, so... So I wanted Squirtle and Chespin. Gizmo, what Pokemon generation is peak Pokemon?
Gold and Silver.
That would be Gen 2.
Yes.
I played the hell out of Heart Gold and Soul Silver back when it first came out.
Ah!
I kind of wish they would do another remake of Gen 2, but there's no money in it.
They need to go back and remake Gen 1 again.
No, they don't.
They did. It's called
And give it, give it anime.
Let's Go Eevee.
They need to give it anime cutscenes.
No.
They already did all that. It's called Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, except without the anime cutscenes.
Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are good beginner Pokemon.
They need to get David Hayter to voice Ash.
What?
And Cam Clark to voice Gary.
Simba?
What, the original guys?
Yeah. No, the guys from Metal Gear.
Is it... Wasn't Cam Clark also Simba?
At some point in time, probably.
In a Timon and Pumbaa cartoon.
In Kingdom Hearts.
And in Kingdom Hearts 2.
He was also the voice of He-Man in the He-Man cartoon from a few years ago. Well, about 10 years ago now.
2002.
Okay, 20 years ago. Fuck.
Feeling old yet?
That's my secret, Kevin. I'm always old.
Alex,
the original
I'm older
He-Man
than
is
you.
below. The original
I'm older than all of you.
1000 He-Man is just an epic score and an electric guitar that's unnecessarily there, but is welcome.
Unnecessary. An electric guitar is never unnecessary.
For He-Man, yes, but it's welcome.
Did anybody ever
He-Man as accompanied by a chorus of singing cats? Skeletor, I don't need you to sing my theme
Checking the
song.
fuck up is routine free. You should know that, He-Man. A transgender woman is officially a transformer.
What?
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Like, I know Jordan Peterson is a really smart guy, but come on.
A Nintendo Switch is unofficially a downgraded iPad. Till we meet again.
E-boy.
I actually do have an iPad. It's a 2012 iPad that despite not being able to get any updates past iOS 9, still has tremendous battery life.
What am I nicknaming the Feraligator?
Jordan.
Croco Stimpy.
Dundee.
I like Gizmo's nickname.
Dundee.
I saw a guy at a Goodwill a little while ago with a stuffed alligator in his hand and a look of purpose on his face. And I turned to him and said, "Never once have I seen somebody headed somewhere with purpose and an alligator."
And how did he respond?
He and his friends laughed.
I can imagine.
Right.
I can only imagine.
Alright, I'm gonna go save and then call it for the night. I've been at it for 4 hours.
I'm gonna do that too. Fuck!
So next
week... And then I think after that, Gizmo's probably gonna go back to the Ukraine stream.
I've been on the Ukraine stream. I'm still doing that.
Really? Yeah. Are our voices being broadcast on your stream as well?
Yes. Anyway, so next...
Oh, I would have pictured that. Oh, by the way, the encryption that Blizzard said they were putting on the Overwatch 2 models to prevent source filmmaker porn animators from getting to them has been broken. SFM porn is
bitches.
SFM porn of Overwatch 2 is on its way.
Well, anyway, next
why
week
these companies bother? Oh, so I don't want our characters
next
being
week on Mehcast, we will be doing in our Sonic Adventure 2 race.
Yep.
So October 17th, Gizmo. Mark the date.
Hopefully nothing happens till then.
Then something happens.
Ugh.
Suddenly he gets kidnapped by ninjas who force him to play the worst Sonic game imaginable. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006.
Can we just go back to the fact that
No,
Blizzard
Sonic.
actually tried to make their...
That's Sonic the Hedgehog for Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sonic Genesis.
Can we go back to the fact that Blizzard were a bunch of bitches and tried to actually make their 3D models porn-proof? Like, deadass, how
That's not
pathetic
going to stop them. That's not going to stop any of them.
are you?
Nah,
that you try to focus on making your 3D models porn-proof. Japanese companies don't do that. Europe companies don't do that. French companies don't do that. It's always the US. Like, bro, what's wrong with... Dude, how insecure are you about your own video game series that you're trying to prevent it from being porn?
Well,
like dead ass. I'm serious, dude. Imagine if they tried to do the same thing with Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 11. Those
they ain't gonna fucking.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. But imagine if they tried. People will be laughing at them until the code is broken, and it would still be
source filmmaker shit was the only reason anybody paid attention to Overwatch in the first place. Like, the competitive scene died out fairly quickly, and it was left with like a handful of pseudo-hardcore people. And then you had...
Even when they try to sexify their characters and, let's say, a sequel, patches...
Yeah, then you had, what was it? The fucking cutscenes were the only thing anybody cared about. The story shit. And you know what? Team Fortress 2 was better with all that. They should have just made a fucking Overwatch movie.
Dude, you remember the controversy?
By the way, where's the fucking Team Fortress 2 movie, guys?
You remember the controversy that Mortal Kombat 11 had with the double standards with that the characters had with the male costumes and female costumes, and how the male gaze and like, oh, you wouldn't wear this into battle, that it shows too much skin, that kind of bullshit. Dude, most of those Mortal Kombat 11 models are already in porn images and movies. The fact that they are on a high horse trying to desexify a game that's rated M for mature, practically for adults and only, is mind-boggling. You don't... How any game company tries to take the high ground in anything when it comes to sexualization and violence.
I shared with Alex a funny.
Kevin, have you seen this?
What?
I'm still not done streaming. I should be done streaming, but I haven't killed the stream yet.
What is it?
Have you seen this, Kevin? Look in broadcast.
The wait is over.
Fuck
if you
that
stress
suit.
on Beast Boy's super suit. What the fuck is this?
Fuck that suit. It
What
looks
is
stupid.
that suit? That is not a Beast Boy. That is not Beast Boy.
That's hardly even a nod to his comic suit, to one of his comic suits.
And then somebody took the suit in Photoshop and 1, made Beast Boy green, and 2, made it the black and purple classic suit.
Show me.
He had a suit like this. It's just... This looks really bad.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
It looks really padded.
Oh, thank God that it actually looks much better now.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that they added abs, I know that's supposed to be padding for protection, but unless...
You don't have to pad out that kind of... It's a transforming suit. It should be a skin-tight fucking...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know? It's just, why would you...
The DCAMU suit wasn't padded, neither was... And neither was the original Doom Patrol suit.
Let's look at the lineup here. Starfire isn't orange. Beast Boy isn't green. Tim Drake doesn't even have his fucking super suit.
Tim Drake is a dick.
Nightwing looks awful. Raven isn't grayish.
They waited until she was 18.
Raven is a little too emotional.
They really waited until the actress was 18 for this.
Wait, what are we talking?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
The
Fucking
Titan
Titan
show. And
Teen
Connor,
Titans looking shitty.
look how they massacred my boy.
Ugh.
It's just a T-shirt. I have that Superman
Anyway,
T-shirt.
I think it's time to kill the stream
It's a T-shirt
now.
and a pair of cargo pants.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
You know what? I could dye my hair black and go as 90s Superboy if I,
Please do.
I just threw my leather jacket
Boy,
on
than we
top.
have.
Well, anyway.
If I throw my leather jacket on
Kill the
top, I
stream,
can
Alex.
pass as this Superboy in the 90s. Bye. See y'all later.
Later.
See ya.